your mind right. Hey, you can live this life too, just need to get your mind right.
Brothers, understand, our job is to try to save souls. You understand? That's our job. The pastors, they gotta learn this and they gotta teach it to their congregation. It's up to us. Nobody else gonna do it, brothers. Understand that.
Sunday blitz with them scripts, man, we blameless. It's wartime. Two-edged sword, cutting them up with that Cambridge. It's wartime. Got no fear, we backed up by them angels. It's wartime. We gon' pull up on your block if you name us. It's wartime. Sunday blitz with them scripts, man, we blameless. It's wartime. Two-edged sword, cutting them up with that Cambridge. It's wartime. Got no fear, we backed up by them angels. It's wartime. We gon' pull up on your block if you name us. It's wartime.
All these apologetics, y'all need to apologize. When you help them spread their lies, you helping them colonize. Scripts hit them like boom, boom, boom. Leaving them dizzy, acting like he can't hear me. Pulling their card, exposing the frauds. When we march, and that's on God. He said it, Titus 1:11, we read it. Time to pass the torch, Mr. Pastor Troy, you wanna blitz us? We read it. And that's so heavy, they shouldn't be allowed to speak to us. He was so cut, he couldn't tell you what the definition of a creature was. The Most High God singing his victory song and it's featuring us. You can't stop, this truth, don't get chopped. You can't fool with the prophets, we know what to do with the garbage. All you can do is pay homage, you know what's coming.
Take over. Sunday blitz with them scripts, man, we blameless. It's wartime. Two-edged sword, cutting them up with that Cambridge. It's wartime. Got no fear, we backed up by them angels. It's wartime. We gon' pull up on your block if you name us. It's wartime. Sunday blitz with them scripts, man, we blameless. It's wartime. Two-edged sword, cutting them up with that Cambridge. It's wartime. Got no fear, we backed up by them angels. It's wartime. We gon' pull up on your block if you name us. It's wartime. You read the wrong Bible and you pray to idols. Speak in tongues, you need subtitles. Will a man rob God? Well, you been robbing people at the church about it. They not speaking to this word, ain't no light in them. That's why the prophets on the curb, cause ain't no hide in them. When the bishop on deck, then them brothers gon' step. If you stepping into our movie, you better be quiet on the set. Better shut up for we show up. How you running from your own blitz? Wanna debate the truth but can't take the truth. That's how we know you full of shh.
Look, we step, I'm with the elect. You playing with death like Russian roulette. When scriptures come out, you gotta get checked, but they gon' reject.
Welcome to Blog Talk Radio.
That's why they gon' fall like leaves in fall. Not understanding the letters of Paul. Many are called, but they missing the call. Hello?
Sunday blitz with them scripts, man, we blameless. It's wartime. Sword, cutting them
To start
up
your show
with
next.
that Cambridge.
Your show is scheduled to start in 35 seconds.
Pull up on your block if you name us. It's wartime. Sunday blitz with them scripts, man, we blameless. It's wartime. Sword, cutting
We
them
are
up
sorry,
with
but
that
we're
Cambridge.
experiencing a problem with our system. Please try your call again later or report a problem through the Blog Talk Radio webpage.
You know, you all been called. You know, we have trained you all. We have taught you all how to use this Bible. It's up to you all now to use it and to save souls. Okay? Not to destroy souls.
It's that time again. Yeah. Ya la hora. You know, power hour. Ponle atención, classes in session. Tune in for an hour, maybe more, that's a blessing. Learn from the captains and the leadership. Flee from religion, cause them churches never teaching everything you learn for your benefit. Line upon line is a requisite. Never take a deficit, yeah. That mean you take a loss if you stray from the way. You get the understanding if you study every day. Apply what you learn and bless when you pray. There's one interpretation, man, it say what it say. Ya viene el tiempo, entra para el templo. Aprende del maestro con talento. La Biblia es el centro, usando a Israel como instrumento. No te pierdas en doctrina como viento. Estudia y ora y aplica. Tiempo para Dios, ven, hace una cita. Escritura dinamita, morenos y hispanos israelitas. Oye cómo explica Israel unido en Cristo para la vida, nunca se divida. Tune in, it's the power hour. Learn your family history, don't be a coward. Yeah. Tune in, it's the power hour. I said learn your family history, don't be a coward.
Yeah, history to learn. It's the power hour. The 11th hour. Tune in to your history. You know it ain't no mystery. Power hour. The 11th hour. You gon' learn your history. 11th hour. Power hour.
That's how
Shalom,
it be.
shalom, shalom.
Que lo que?
We
Get okay.
back.
Most High
Yes.
Christ bless.
Yeah. Let's go.
This is the Power Hour Plus.
Yes, it is.
Is that what the show is called? I feel like it's been so long. I don't remember
Man.
what the show is called.
Power Hour Plus.
Yeah.
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 What it do, man?
I
We're
know.
back.
I know.
I miss y'all.
I feel strange.
How are
Right,
you?
it's weird,
Nice to
it's
meet
weird.
you.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Que lo que?
Que lo que?
He's already being weird. He's doing this.
He's doing the thing.
Doing this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't get it with the.
Is that a new Whoop band or you just cleaned it?
No, I
Damn
mean,
it.
it's the same one.
Looks,
He cleaned
it.
it.
It looks extra fresh.
he cleaned
Yeah.
it.
All praises.
Looks extra fresh.
He didn't
You
answer.
know.
Is that a new ring?
No, it's the same. Does it look extra?
It don't look extra. It actually looks nice. I'm not really a jewelry guy.
Right.
I don't know if you noticed. I mean, I'm rocking this today, but
That is
was
fire.
fire.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got this at men's conference, so
Exactly.
Yeah, that was the first thing.
yeah, this is one of the gifts. Hey, I do like that. What? What is that?
You and
That
your
was
jewelry.
I think that was because he did the thing.
Oh, he
Nah,
did
nah,
this.
nah,
Does it
yeah.
look
Yeah,
like
he was
this?
doing
They
the-
had him-
All praises.
snap. Damn, my leg is news
Messed up?
in Israel, huh?
Damn.
How is your leg? Better day by day. I'm old. I don't heal the same no more.
On the recovery.
I heard it's a longer recovery time.
It is a longer recovery time.
Yeah,
Yeah. It got all bruised up.
Damn.
Right. But the blood is moving.
Yeah.
Like it went down. Now it's behind the knee, and some of it's by the calf. Right.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, my calf is fine. It's just that the blood, like kind of the bruising blood, like kind of, it's trying to process.
Blood.
Yeah, I know. I jacked myself up. One of the captains said, "I got young calves but old hamstrings."
Damn.
He said, "I got
snap.
young calves but old." Damn. So everybody's like in recovery mode. I think
Yeah.
everybody's in recovery mode because we didn't promote the show this week that we'd be live. I think people forgot.
Right.
We've been doing replays and. Feast fell on Wednesday, back to back. So
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So we didn't have any replays even then, and then they didn't put any promos that we'd be live. So people was kind of like, right? She's just feeling like the first episode. Shalom, Princess Cora. Oh, shalom, sis Brenda. No, sis, I really hurt my leg. I really hurt my leg. That's what we were just talking about.
No, it was real.
So I'm gonna say for the record on the show, I've been telling people, everybody was out for blood, right? Everybody was like there was side bets. There
Right.
was,
Damn.
people was like, yo, who's gonna win, bro? You gonna smoke them? There was some that was for the black rhino, some for the regular rhino. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. It was like the day before, or the morning of. I said, man. I said, why don't we cross the finish line in unity? I
Right.
said, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I said, whoever's ahead, because, I had a feeling. I used to be fast, but, I'm old now, so I don't know how fast I am, I used to be cocky about it. I knew I had speed, but I said, I figure he might, if he gets a good stride, maybe, some people can accelerate good or whatever, sometimes short distance. And I said, what we should do? Whoever's ahead, let's stop. We help each other out. I said, we cross together.
Right.
So we showed them that, we just, it was really to try to get funds raised for the Booster Club.
Right.
And then, I went, and I was just telling you before the show, like, I should have just stayed in first gear.
Yeah, because when you hit them turbo kicked in.
He said,
That's when it popped.
Right.
But I felt
Right.
it. I felt it pop.
"Hey, get the video,
Man.
I felt
Get
it.
the video ready."
I felt it pop. I
Yeah.
felt it pop. And I said, oh, snap.
Oh snap!
I said, damn, man. I said, oh, you want to
Oh, man.
you want to
What do
show
you
them
think?
the race again?
What do you think?
Well, no, but that's the promo. No, but the other thing's too long. The short film's too long.
Can we skip
Is it? Is it too long?
I think it's too. I think it's
Right there. Yeah.
Right.
Oh no,
so,
but it cuts. It cuts.
so our goal was to cross the finish line together. Oh, that's the short version of the race.
But no, it's a promo and
No,
it
the
cuts.
promo, but the promo cuts, right?
Yeah.
Nah, because the short film is nice because you got that drone
The
shot.
drone shot, yeah.
That really shows kind
How
of
you
the whole,
took off.
right,
on it.
right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
You came out with the nos.
right.
like a Street Fighter, Fighter character.
No, right. So I should have started off slow and then speed up, but I wasn't sure with his
Right.
stride.
Because he could have
Right.
booked it.
I
Right
wasn't
out the
right.
gate.
He could have booked it with his stride and really kind of moved out like on fire. Hey, we only got 23 likes but 121 watching.
Oh,
What is
crazy
what is happening?
Crazy.
Where
work.
we at though? We need
What
the
is
lights
happening? What is
up and
happening?
share the stream. Let
It
the people
literally
know
takes
we
a
back.
second.
Right,
It takes
right.
a second.
You don't
to
got
do
the
that.
short film one where you could like cut
Yeah,
into
put
the
that
race?
short film up there.
Did you send it?
I never had it.
Let me look for it.
We
Let me
can
look.
find it.
I got you. Give me a second.
Right, but it was fun. It was fun. It was good. Oh, you see 61? Maybe I got to refresh. Maybe it's me.
I see 100.
Oh, now I see 71. All right, but we got 126 watching, and it didn't go up. So today's gonna be a little bit of a catch-up show.
Yeah.
I've been feeling like I'm still recovering.
Straight
Yeah.
up. Straight up.
You was out there 8 days.
I know.
8
We was
days.
getting it,
And
too.
you was out there like 11 days.
DC is true.
Yeah.
I know, but you got the que lo que, so you're from El Campo now.
See.
Yeah.
Oh,
En
like
Vivo
that.
del Quinto.
Yo no sé.
Yo no sé. I live vivo en el Quinto.
Yo vivo en el quinto.
Right. So I'm a little low energy. You know, if it hadn't been so they just told me beforehand. I knew it was a long time. That August 28th. I don't want to say that was the last live show because we had like guests come in and
Right.
and cover live.
But dang.
But that was the last time.
That
we
was the
really
last time
plussed
we
it.
were
Yeah.
together.
Mhm.
August 28th,
That's crazy work.
What, 2
and it's
months?
October now. It's
Yeah.
almost the end of October.
Yeah.
Almost 2 whole months.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, I was traveling, and then I was supposed to come back and like talk about that a little bit.
Right.
That's right.
It just didn't happen.
It's been a busy 2 months, though. These last 2 months flew by.
Wait, what class you talking about, T? She said, how about that class, though? Which class? Oh, you talking about self-defense? Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. I gotta see.
You inspired a lot of people with
know.
that.
Oh, yeah, I know. I thought I would talk about this. Maybe I will. I know we're going to show the clip of what I said we would talk about last time and run it back. But, you know, how was everybody's tabernacles?
Yeah. How was your tabernacles? Let us
talk
know.
about that. Let us know in the comments. How was
Yeah,
the
straight up.
tabernacles?
Hey,
Right.
and what would they do that? What's up? What is?
I did have tea. I didn't have ginger tea, but I did have tea. I did have some tea on the way over.
Y'all got MBD tonight?
Oh, go ahead, bro. Go
Hey,
into the center.
straight up.
Yeah, I feel like we're all
Yeah.
Yeah.
trying to find our
What's
groove.
the groove? What's
All
the
right,
groove?
here we go. First of all, let me know where you from in the chat.
Yes, sir.
Let's get that going.
Let's
Number
go.
2, the sin of the night. Mahogany spice.
Damn.
And I'm telling you,
You've
it's
been,
nice.
I know you've been. Oh, the bars.
I'm trying to tell you, and I ain't gonna say it twice.
Oh,
Yo, let me
snap.
ask you something. Is
Just roll the dice and buy the sampler.
Man, for real.
Yeah, that's it.
Hey, Ruben, I got a
Yes.
question for you.
Yes.
Is MBD BD only for brothers that are growing beards?
No.
Talk to them.
Look, MBD, right? We got different formulas for different types of beards. I mean, let's take Deacon for example. Here, let's take you for example. You didn't really have a beard like that.
No, I did
But
not.
you start applying that balm on there.
Yes,
Get a
sir.
little extra sticky in the follicles, and now the Most High has blessed you with some extra hair on your
With
face.
some gains.
You got some beard gains.
Gave the
.com.
increase.
Deacon got beardgains.com.
.com.
Now, a brother like myself, I already had a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted
Nah, not a little
extra.
bit. Not a little bit. You had it,
Okay,
bro.
que lo
You
que,
had
you
it.
know,
Come
it's-
on, man.
Más o menos.
Que
So,
lo que.
you know, I had a little bit on there, right?
Yes,
but
you
guess
did.
what? It gave me a lot of more body and shine when I put that butter on there.
Okay.
Now, me personally, I got a routine. I use the beard wash every 2 days. Then every night I apply a beard oil. I got the sandalwood bourbon right now. That's what I'm using.
But you a distinguished brother.
This is true.
You know, you like to take care of yourself.
I do.
Somewhat,
I do.
Somewhat.
You have your off days?
You're still figuring out your fashion sense.
I'm still hey, you know, it's
Bang, bang.
It has improved. It has improved.
hey, but look, but when you have a nice, shiny, mane-like beard on your face, when you are rocking in your dignity, right? Guess what? Your fashion sense.
in your manly dignity.
That's right. In your manly dignity, it takes a back seat because all they can see is the glistening in the beard follow. You feel me?
Refreshing.
That's all
That's
I'm saying.
right.
On point. All right.
That's right. Yeah.
All right, so you got that groove.
What you rocking? What scent you rocking?
I am rocking Cool Waters tonight.
Waters.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that one. That's
What,
good.
are you rocking a scent tonight or not?
Not tonight.
Yeah.
Claw have mercy.
I'm rocking Joshua.
What?
Damn it!
Is that it? Is that it?
the name?
I took a shower, but I'm so out of it, and I forgot. I was gonna put the cream because I'm still testing the cream,
Yeah.
and I think the scent I got is Clean Slate on the cream.
Okay.
And I just totally forgot. I didn't realize till I got here. I looked in the mirror in the bathroom. I said, "Damn, my beard looks disheveled."
Damn it! Not disheveled.
said,
Disheveled
I gotta-
fat.
Yep.
I said, "Oh snap!"
It's the
But
same
it
thing.
make a difference when you ain't got
It
nothing
do.
in there.
You
No,
can
it
tell
do.
too.
Yeah,
It feels
yeah.
different.
Yeah, it feels different and everything.
Yeah.
Right when you comb it out and you put some stuff in there, it actually feels nice and soft. You're putting it in there, it's all
No,
rough,
for real.
cutting people.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Hey, another thing too. That beard wash definitely in the wilderness because it was real dusty out there. Man, that thing came in the clutch. Every time you apply it, like your beard just feel clean and uncluttered, right?
Yeah, it makes a big difference.
Yeah, man. So I ain't rocking nothing.
Claw have mercy.
Just the soap on the face.
It's all right.
That's it.
Rocking Joshua.
I'm rocking Joshua.
I like that.
I'm rocking Joshua. I'm rocking it. Did you guys find the video?
That's when I'm almost there. I'm
Right. have mercy.
Right.
Hey, put the yeah. So
Hey,
look,
and how come we ain't got the QR for the booster club up? Yeah, boy, you guys are all out. Everybody's out of it.
we have recovered.
It's gonna be
mode. I
that
ain't
kind. It's
even
gonna be
front.
that. It's gonna be that kind of show. I'm telling you, we got to find our rhythm again.
Yeah, can we get some patience from the audience? Let me get a 1 if y'all go give us some patience tonight. Let me get a 1.
Some love and
Wasn't it
support.
posted in the announcement group? Just go back there.
That's it. Yeah. That's
Oh yeah, the video.
In the video, yeah. The
It
announcement.
was like towards the end of the. It was like towards the end of announcements.
Tabernacle.
Claw have mercy.
Right, and then all you gotta do is throw that in there. Well, you know, at least along. Okay, but
There we
they
go.
they can't
We
see
can-
the whole QR though. You gotta slide it over more.
Oh, man.
See how it's
Come
cut
on,
off?
Man. Come
Yeah,
on,
come on,
man.
man.
Well, yeah, it's cut off, bro. What are y'all doing? Makes me want to, everything you're so used to touch screen. I want to touch it and move it.
Right.
I know, right?
Just do that.
And we're still waiting.
Wait, what'd you ask them? Why they putting numbers up?
I asked them if they can give us patience tonight.
No, it says 1, 1, 1.
Yeah,
1.
give us a 1 if you all go give us patience tonight. on the
Oh, okay.
We recovering.
While we recover.
I was like, see, I even missed what you said. I'm like,
Yeah,
we
Lee.
are recovering. No, straight up. I was doing some work before I got here,
Yeah.
and then like I was telling you, I got up just like kind of just get the water together, whatever, ready to walk out the house, and I was like, damn, I felt like I could just sit right down and go,
man,
go to sleep
go
in
to
that moment.
sleep.
Right.
I think I found it.
You found it?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna post it up. Right. I was waiting for that so that I can move
Man.
forward.
But
Right.
you know what's crazy? It showed how much love and dedication we got for the people. For us to come from the four corners of Phoenix.
The valley, the
The
four
valley?
corners of the valley.
Yeah, and
Right,
come
right.
into the show.
Right, because I don't think any of us are really that close, right? That's here.
Right.
Maybe the production crew. They all live in the single complex, right?
Well, not
Yes.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
you, right? He's
Single
like,
brothers?
he's like, I didn't really
Uh-huh.
come from that far. He's like,
He said he was a Sabbath Day journey.
yeah,
That's it.
Damn.
right,
Damn.
right. We all had a little bit of a commute. Damn, we got all those videos.
Cloud have mercy.
I know.
We
I
backed.
didn't pick a health segment.
Yep.
Hey, let me ask you something. You can broadcast on Sabbath soon? You can do class?
I don't know.
Come on, man.
I don't know. I was ready last Sabbath.
We need that class, money
Was
and
that
emotions.
was that
Yeah.
at Tabernacle?
Nah, like I don't know. I've been saving a lot of stuff. Like I got a lot of stuff. I mean, tomorrow we're gonna do the new moon stuff. So I got a few. I'm gonna keep it brief though, but I got some scriptures for tomorrow.
But
Okay.
I mean, yeah. I mean, and that's West Coast local because we don't get to watch the East Coast class.
Due to
so we
time.
have our due to
Right,
time.
right. Because like
We're like 3 hours behind.
If we catch
Easily.
any of it while we're here, it's like the last half hour.
Right.
Right. Sometimes when the time change happens, because we don't change time, we might get an hour of it, maybe. You know, so we don't really get the full class.
Yes.
Because they start like 5 out here or 6.
People are still going through security though too.
Yeah.
So it's like,
So we don't really catch it. So.
So
Okay,
we
you
do
got
have-
it.
Yeah. It's
All right.
it's
Wait, how
still-
long is it?
It's
It's
still
4
low.
minutes.
But
Go ahead, play it.
Yeah, play that thing.
yo, is it fully
Who's
low?
gonna win the race? Oh man, I'll be honest. It's a little bit of a conflict because Deacon Yahshua, I know him as
Turn it
a
up.
man who work out. He's very extreme in his workouts, and I think he's very, very physically fit. However, when I look at Captain Abiel and I see his legs is about as tall as Deacon Yahshua. So because of that, I really don't know. I don't know. It's a conflict.
Deacon Yahshua is about to smoke Captain Abiel. It's not even going to be a battle. It's not even going to be a challenge. Deacon Yahshua is about. I'll tell you what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. He's going to come off the line. Deacon going to beat him off the line and look back and say, all right, I'm a dog. Watch.
Hey, shalom. Deacon Yahshua here, the regular rhino, all right? Regular color rhino, all right? AKA Swiftfoot, AKA the Flash, all right? I'm about to tap into the Speed Force, all right? Foot style. Look at that foot style. Look. He may have long legs, but he ain't got that.
Damn! He ain't got these.
You're crazy, bro. That's gonna follow me through to the victory, all right? Look. But if I'm doing this, y'all gotta donate to the booster clubs, man. All right? IUIC that fundraising at IsraelUnitedInChrist. Help us out. If
You hear the music?
In the zone.
It's default. It's by default. It's about to go down.
No, I didn't make up those names early in the week. Nothing's premeditated with me.
Yeah.
It's the spirit.
I never premeditate. It's just stuff come out of me.
Yeah.
I know what's going to happen already.
What's gonna happen, Bishop?
Tribe of Ephraim's going to win.
Yep. Oh,
That's right.
Crazy.
That's right.
Hold on.
That was the safe bet.
Right.
Oh, he's coming. Hey.
The music in the background is killing me.
Interesting how my adversary is not here. Would it be
Yo, wow.
we'll assume that my adversary has fear in his heart? Is he from the tribe of Ephraim as well? I think not. But he is not here. The hour of his
I know, I remember
demise
Ray
has
driving him to the
come.
finish line.
Right.
Wait a second, this is rigged.
I had the Joshua jersey on though.
Right. Oh, it was the setup. It was the setup.
Cap about to get smoked, man. You don't understand Deacon Yahshua, man. You see Deacon Yahshua calves? Yeah, man, they look like turkey.
He was hungry. you know what's that Looney Tunes? Where they stuck on the island and then he looked at him and he looked like a chicken. That's what Gad was thinking about in that moment. Gad was hungry. He saw my calves and he saw turkey legs.
I don't know who that is. I'm just a rhino.
Victory over death.
Off the line.
Hit the turbo line. Please. Yeah, see, there it is. There it went right there.
That's when the whole form broke down.
He's like, I got you.
He thought I was faking.
Yeah,
because we
yeah,
have
he was
bandits
real.
to fake it.
All right, now I need to sit down.
Yep. I really heard it.
It really hurt. Oh man, y'all go ahead and donate to the Booster Club,
Man.
All praises.
Oh my goodness. Damn. Hey, yeah, I really, damn, and I pulled it kind of quick. Now that I'm looking at it again. Go ahead, sir.
Benson, welcome to the Power Hour.
Hey, you know what made it worse is that the back of those carts, they didn't have seats.
I know. I was sitting on a little shelf.
Yeah.
When I
was feeling that thing like stabbing me.
Damn,
right. Like when I
dead.
walked up, I was like, damn, you got to stand up.
Yeah, man. I jacked myself up, bro. It was bad. Yep. And I've been struggling too.
Damn.
Yeah.
But we had fun, man. That whole thing was lit.
Yeah, it was beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Tabernacle was nice, man. Like, I mean, it's always nice out this way. People sleeping on us in the West.
It's all good, no?
Right.
Like you said, hey, keep it on the DL.
Bro, them skies were clear.
Yep.
At night,
straight up
clear.
Yeah, I got some beautiful pictures with the telescope.
Stargazing and stuff. Yep.
I got some nice pictures with the telescope out there. Yep.
Fire.
Some good stuff. I was like, damn, okay, all right. It was cold though.
Yeah.
It was
Man.
cold.
Yo, it was cold.
You know what's funny?
man.
I wasn't cold like sleeping though. Any one of the nights.
You know, once I got zipped up in the sleeping bag, then I was good.
Yo, you just don't do it. Just stop. Deacon, go ahead and finish what you were saying. Just stop it.
I'm just saying, look, my tent was a sleeping bag.
You didn't have a tent.
Can we get a picture of his tent?
Yo.
Do we have a
No, I got some pictures. Wait a minute.
Get a picture of his tent.
Wait a minute.
See, we're doing the recap. We're doing the Tabernacle recap.
Wait a minute. As soon as he said tent, he lost me. Hold on. Here you go. Here we go.
Listen.
Oh, snap.
First of all, the reason he wasn't that cold is because he spent most of the night at the fire.
This is true.
He slept in the chair at the fire because he knew what was waiting for him.
Till 4 a.m.
Oh, my God.
And then we'd go to...
Before we even show you the picture, let me just say something. Before we even put that on the screen, all right? Listen. I think he bought his tent, like, at the pet store.
Damn.
I was going to say Temu, but okay.
No. And not even Temu. Like that's a puppy tent. You know what I'm saying? Like if you go camping and you want to get a tent for your dog.
No, for
like
real.
to put next to your tent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right.
Yo.
So we're gonna show you Officer Tobias' tent.
And make sure we get the contrast with the cooler, too.
You got the one. Okay.
Tent. We're gonna show you his tent.
Shout out to the prep team. For all of those out there prepping for the wilderness.
Nah, don't.
Rehearsing the righteous act.
Don't do it. No. You tried it.
Hey.
Nope.
I can see what you try to do there.
Hey, everything I brought was within my bug out bag. I'm just saying.
No, you were bugged out. You were bugged out.
He was bugged out.
Oh,
go ahead. Show his tent.
Yo, look at this tent, yo. You gotta get it. You really gotta show the side view to get the look. Okay.
No. Show the front first. Show the front. Show the front. Go back. Don't leave that up. Show the front first.
Oh man.
No. Show
snap.
the front. Okay, leave it on the front. All right. I don't know why he even got a tarp.
Why
at
is
the
it
bottom.
tarp
Like, I don't
there?
even know what he got there. First of all, I would struggle to stretch out in that tent. I don't know how his ass was thinking that he was gonna lay stretched out with his legs
Can
out.
I send you a screw?
No. Dink.
Said nothing could have prepared me. Everybody's like, I was not ready for this.
My brother was sitting in the corner.
Dink. What really blew my mind? I kept seeing him pull stuff out of the tent. I remember. I was like, where's this stuff coming from?
Hocus pocus.
Wait.
You know what was getting?
I say, you know what? That's like the tent, like you put in the playroom for the toddlers.
No,
you know
for
what I'm saying?
real.
Like that's not, like it's not a real tent for the wilderness.
It's
you know
like,
what I'm saying?
It's like 2.5 feet high.
The Temu
It's the
tent. is
Temu
real.
tent.
Right.
It's the Temu tent.
Right. Now wait. Here's where it gets even wilder. Show the other shot.
Show the contrast. Look at this.
The width.
Look at the cooler and look at the tent.
And that's a 50-gallon cooler.
That's a 50-gallon cooler.
And look at the width of that tent.
Oh my God.
I don't even know.
Hey, tell me why we sitting at the fire and then I see Opposite Remain post a picture.
Blink.
Dang, he got my tent.
Oh,
All right.
absolutely.
But then afterwards came like 3 or 4 more pictures. And then clowning.
Oh, it was
and then like 3 or 4 more. I'm like, how do you get all these angles?
What you mean?
It was it was. It's a tenth of a tent. Sis said Timu got better tents than mine.
Yo, how tall are you?
10th of a tent.
Bruh.
How tall are you?
6'2".
6.
That's 2.5. That might be 2.5 feet, bro.
No, hold up. I am 5'10".
Yes.
I laid down next to it. It was my length, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Nah, hey,
Yes,
I'm telling y'all, I was
Yo.
knocked out. Let me get my whoop statistics. I had deep
That's
sleep.
the tent. That's what. That's actually nicer than what he had.
bigger than what he
Tobias,
had.
come out. Tobias, come here. Let me help you. Let me help
That
you.
is
Come
probably
out.
bigger. You got
That's
a whole
what. It
crib
ain't probably
inside.
nothing. That's way
Yeah.
bigger than you.
That was Officer Tobias' tent, sis. That was Officer Tobias' tent.
Golly.
Bro, that's a better tent than actually
For
what he
real.
bought. Like,
You would have got more respect for that.
You got more respect for that joint.
But you
at
still would have
least.
got clown. But you would have
You
got
would've
more
got
respect.
clown, but like that looked better quality. Cause it's not even that it's small. That's like a Happy Meal. That's a tent they give you in a Happy Meal.
Deep.
You know what I'm saying?
Deep with all the stuff that he pulled out of the tent.
That's the tent they give you when you go to Dick's. And,
Right.
or
Right.
and they like get a free
sporting
tent when you
goods.
spend $150. You know what I'm saying? Like you go to the sporting goods store, they say get a free tent when you get $150.
Yeah,
And that's what they gave him. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they gave him. What's that? Right, it
Yo.
looked frail. That's exactly what it was.
Where did you put all of your stuff?
Inside the tent.
But
Ain't
where?
no way.
But
Ain't
hold
no-
on.
ain't
It's
no
not.
way.
It's about
Ain't no-
where he didn't even have to bear crawl to get in. He had to do the worm.
No, for real.
That shit.
Golly.
They said, "How did you get dressed?"
Now look.
Someone said,
Disclaimer.
That's the Tabernacle souvenir.
For real.
That's the souvenir for the feast day. You know,
Right.
You know, like when you go to the wedding and they give you souvenir.
Something you can take away.
Right,
Hey,
what
that's
that
like
is.
the ship inside of the bottle and stuff.
I know where he put his stuff.
Wow, sis sitting low. She said, "Horrible. How you gonna fit a family when you get married?"
Okay, I'm leaving it. Wow.
This is true.
Damn. Yo, I wasn't gonna touch it.
But look. We gonna get one for each person.
Bro, put it up. Put the side.
We gonna get one for each person.
I wasn't gonna touch it. I was not touching that at all.
What is that, bro?
What, bro?
Hey, I know where he put his stuff. Okay,
So.
listen to me. Hold on. I got it in my mind.
Did you even stake it to the ground? I don't even see the strings. That he didn't even have to stake it to the ground.
People were
It was
tripping
staked.
over the top of the tent. they were tripping over the top of the tent.
People were stubbing their knees. Stubbing their toe and their knees over the
What's
tent.
that?
Walking at night like, oh, what the hell?
Yo,
What's
what
that,
is
brother?
God.
Hey, I know how he put his stuff.
He said matching tents. We got enough
Wait.
room to put one on the other side of the tarp.
Wait. Did you pay for a whole? Did you pay for a whole
Whole
tent
hand,
space?
whole
I
hand
did. Should I get a refund?
Damn.
Should I get a refund?
He paid for a whole tent space.
We should have charged you 25% actual fee.
I know how he put his stuff. He was laying down and he put his stuff in between his legs, bro. So like this. This is the legs. He put everything right there.
That's
right
the,
there.
that's
Bam.
the rawest, roughest.
You let him hit it raw. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you a single mom.
Damn.
Yo.
Oh, snap.
man.
And look, I just realized it even got the little second piece that goes over the top. Like that's
what people were tripping over. Deep. People did not see this tent. Like,
Ooh, snap.
That's funny. It was dark out there though, so it wasn't my tent. It was.
Bro.
It was
And brothers went that night after I put them onto it, and they all went to look at it.
yes.
It was like you know, you go to see like the
It was
Grand
like-
Canyon or
yeah,
like the
right.
Statue of Liberty.
right.
It was like an attraction.
You know, it's like the
Damn.
world's biggest rubber band ball or whatever.
Right.
It was like come see the most ridiculous tabernacle tent.
Damn it.
Oh man, all right. We spent
Lord have mercy.
We spent enough time on that. Hey, we ain't got nothing for health, man. We ain't got nothing for health.
What the hell?
Pick something.
Yeah.
Something.
Put some-
Brush your teeth.
We gotta get back. We gotta get back into the groove, bro.
Yeah,
Pick
brush
something.
your teeth and
Pick
wash your
something.
ass,
something.
niggas.
What the
Easy
hell?
Wipe
setup,
your ass,
easy
niggas.
takedown.
There you go.
What the hell segment? And today's
Someone's having mercy on you. They said you kept it with gladness.
That's right. Bring it out. See. Look,
You're not fitting a family in there. That's all I'm saying.
this is true. But each of them got to have a bug out bag, so they're gonna have to work it out. And they
Oh,
won't, you know
snap.
What I mean? So
You heard that, sis? He said you're gonna be roughing it.
Yo.
facts.
He said you're not gonna get no nice tent.
Damn
Facts. Oh, everybody wants an RV.
Yo.
y'all saw me doing the steaks. Bishop Kanai loved the steaks. It was excellent. We had a great time with Bishop Kanai out. Bishop Yosop was there too. Yeah.
All of this is health content.
Oh, okay. What do we got? Hey, you know what? Let's do need to lift weights.
Oh, what about that?
As we age. Let's play. Was that one long? That'll be the health piece. All right, listen, we gotta do the health piece.
All right, let's do
What the
it.
health?
Sis said she had a 2-bedroom.
Nah, one minute.
Yeah,
She had a
this is
2-bedroom. Oh, that's what you were counting on?
No.
Oh, okay, all right.
Everyone got to.
Well, you could keep that one and give it to the family pet.
No. I'm keeping that. That's for the bug out bag.
That's for the bug out bag.
Yeah.
Like you bugging
It
out
worked.
by
It
yourself.
worked
Bugged
good.
out by yourself.
Right.
Right. Okay, so we're gonna do the health piece. We're gonna try to get back into some rhythm
Something.
of the show that we do.
Something.
And then we got to show the clip of what I said we would talk about, because that's how you're gonna refresh my memory.
Okay. All right.
And then we'll go into that a little bit.
We're doing any marriage stuff?
Well, yeah, that's
Abuelita?
the stuff I
thing.
was gonna talk
Yeah.
about. Yeah, I
Okay.
think we were gonna. That was the marriage thing. I think. I know, because we've been posting content. I just
We're recovering.
just bear with us.
Yeah.
Y'all saw a lot of ones.
They gave us.
It's
Yeah,
a
they gave us.
lot.
Yeah,
y'all
they
be
gave us ones in the
y'all be
comments.
patient with us, all right?
Right.
Y'all be patient with us. Y'all be patient with us. All right. Oh, wait, what happened with the steaks? What you said? No, Bishop Kanai was the steaks. Yeah, Bishop Kanai was there. He
Talking about food steaks or like the steaks?
Yeah, no, because I think in one of the clips we were showing me cooking steaks.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But definitely
like
want steaks for your
tabernacles.
tent-
Right.
your tent, though.
Yeah. I did the Wagyu.
The Wagyu.
That was Japanese A5 top grade Wagyu steaks. If you don't know what Wagyu is, you go take a look. It's delicious.
Yeah.
You can't eat a whole steak. It's too rich, like the
Damn.
marbling.
Really?
Yeah. Like we got full off of just bites.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you just like.
Damn.
And I don't cook them as a whole steak. I cut them into pieces as I cook it. I got hip to that just watching stuff online.
Damn.
And that's how they serve it when you go to Japan. Because it's just like you don't even need to like grease your pan either. You just throw it on there.
Sheesh.
Because the marbling, like the fat, is like so distributed. You know, like sometimes you'll get a piece of steak and it got like the big fat at the end or whatever, right? It's this big glob. This thing is all like striated through the actual meat.
Damn.
That's what makes
gives
it
the
so.
flavor.
That's what makes it so delicious, right? So, it's it was dope. And then like this particular one, they feed the cows like the leftover grapes after they press them for wines and stuff. So it gives it like a wine taste. So like if you drink some red wine
That's
with
crazy
it,
work.
it has like a wine taste to it. It was delicious.
That's
it was
wild.
delicious. Right? She said I served it up like I knew it was the ish. Because it is. Trust me, the Wagyu's no joke. That thing was delicious. Yep.
You said A5?
Yeah, A5's the top grade for Japan. There's different grading. So you have like Japanese grading. You have Australian grading, because they have the Australian Wagyu, and you have now they call it American Wagyu. It's trendy. Wagyu's really Japanese, but A5 like none of the other ones can reach
That's
it.
the
Even
pinnacle,
their
right?
highest ratings don't go up to what A5 really is. Like you don't really find that anywhere. So, but it was delicious. It was delicious. All right, we're gonna go into this health piece. All right, so. This is how I have the calves that I have.
Lifting heavy weights is essential for everyone at every age, be it man or woman. One of the big misconceptions is women don't need to lift weights. That's completely incorrect. One of the misconceptions is, as you get older, you shouldn't be lifting weights. This is a complete misconception. Strength training is imperative for people as they age. Most people probably have heard of different types of muscle fibers, fast twitch muscle fibers and slow twitch muscle fibers. But the explosive power comes in the type 2 muscle fiber. Well, that is the hallmark of aging, is the atrophy of that type 2 muscle fiber. When you're 80 years old, if you lose your footing slightly, let's just say you're stepping off a curb and you lose your footing, you need to be able to react with enormous force. And unfortunately, as we age, we lose the former. So much of the injury we see in people as they age is the direct result of the atrophy of that powerful, fast to fatigue muscle fiber. If you train it, you can maintain it. A well-trained 80-year-old can still have the fast twitch muscle fibers of a 60-year-old.
Right. So if you don't know, atrophy is dealing with the muscle shrinking or kind of wasting away, right? You atrophy the muscle. So basically, if you don't use it, you lose it, right? And there's different muscle fibers without getting too sciencey, right? You have fast twitch and slow twitch, right? And you would think slow twitch might relate to weight training and fast is like for cardio, but it's not. Slow twitch is the stuff that like for when you're doing endurance, right? So you're riding a bike. There's some fast twitch involved. The body doesn't work exclusively or for one or the other.
Right.
But slow twitch is think like cardio more than anything else, and fast twitch is like for strength training. It's explosive. That's that quickness. I mean, some of that central nervous system. But the example that he gave for old people, like they're not able to exert the force because their fast twitch fibers aren't trained, and this is where you get a lot of like damn, they fell and broke their hip. Well, how the hell that happened? And it's not just muscle. Resistance training helps the bones as you age, and women in particular, right? What are they prone to? Osteoporosis. Not that men can't get it, but they're known for that. So what winds up happening is you need that resistance training. You need that pressure on the muscle and on the bone, so that you can have stronger, healthier bones and maintain them, and as well as to be able to kind of move, respond, right? It makes you a little more injury resistance for impact injuries and things like that. And more studies are showing that like that's kind of the fountain of youth. That's the key to longevity. Right. If you don't want to be, and think about it, we have genetics on our side as Israelites, right? Like, they say black don't crack and all of that, right? What's the other, damn, that makes me think of the funny meme I show where it shows Martin and Gina. It says black don't crack, but it swell up. And they all fat.
Yes,
but it
right.
swell up.
right. A sister said that at Tabernacle.
Right.
She was kind of,
Right. Hold on, Benson. Hold on. So we have that on our side, but like if you train it, like they're saying, like that, it's just kind of the way the body's made, the way it's structured. You got to think of cardio like for your heart. Right, and you should do both, right? But you're walking, your aerobics, all that type of stuff. Don't really think of that so much for longevity as much as it is just kind of good circulatory, cardiovascular, your breathing, your heart rate. But as far as being able to kind of have vitality, especially as you age, it's going to boil down to that resistance training, right? And it's going to keep you safer and healthier. What were you going to say, Benson? Hold on, let Benson talk.
Yes, right.
I was just going to say they had that stigma, too, that, like, blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, we have that extra bone in our ankle or in our calf that helps us jump higher. That was another
Damn, that was a thing that they said? That we got an extra bone?
That's what they used to say in the South, that we had an extra bone.
Damn.
Crazy word.
That sounds like the Django thing where he said we got a little divot in the skull that makes us not rise up against our oppressors and stuff like that. I mean, the scripture do tell us that the whole head is sick and the heart is faint, but right, that was it. It said black don't crack, but it swell up.
Damn.
Right, so y'all got to get into some resistance training. There's a lot of old information that's inaccurate. It's a lot of things that aren't based on anything. There's so much information out there now that's positive information that can help you as far as the resistance training. But I'm telling you, that makes such a big difference. Everybody thinks, and the other thing with women is they think that if they lift weights, they're gonna get like men, and you can't. That's men are built different. We're made different. I've said this before. Women that you see, like bodybuilding women that do these like competitions, they're taking drugs. They're taking male hormones. They're taking derivatives of DHT that help them get that size. A woman naturally is not. Now, yes, some women have like a frame or some genetics where they're predispositioned to have a certain shape where if they train a muscle, they might progress. Like I've seen some women in the gym with like arms and you could tell they're kind of natural. They're probably not using anything. And I'm like, damn, their shoulders, I'm a little jealous of their shoulder development. You know what I'm saying? Like, resistance bands is a good starting point. It's a different type of resistance. I mean, any resistance training is good, but you really want load-bearing resistance training, right? And that's where bands kind of differ a little bit. They have different force depending on where you're at in the movement. So to me, if you're starting, it's better than nothing. But ultimately, I think you do got to progress to something where, and it can be machines. It doesn't got to be dumbbells or barbells or anything like that. There's so many good machines now. They used to tell you, don't do machines. It's not the same. Your muscle doesn't know. The only thing that knows what's happening is here. Your muscle's going to contract in the plane of those fibers to do what it needs to do, right? So, they're understanding the way fibers run, and then that's why they designed the machines like that now to work in a certain plane that maximizes certain things. Are there some bad machines that are not the greatest? Yeah. But, you kind of do what you like and you enjoy and feels good, but resistance train,
Hey, Deacon, that what he was saying about being doing weights as you get older. It reminds me of, like, I don't know if y'all seen Edomites, old Edomites, that they do classes and they are in the pool and they have them do like those foams.
Yeah, that's supposed to be like because it's easier on the joints when you're in the water and stuff like that. I mean, a lot of stuff is just trendy stuff. I mean, if it's fun and you like it and it keeps you working out, then do it.
But I see old people doing it. They have old people doing it.
Yeah. I mean,
and I can see why he says
nothing
that.
beats just tried and true basic, resistance training. I mean, you can do calisthenics if that's all that you have available, but a lot of studies are done on weights, and I mean, they're safe with so many machines now. Like, I think it's such a good balance in gyms. You even got plate-loaded machines, like the hammer strength machines, and those, they talk about resistance profiles and stuff. Just move some weight, just move some weight consistently, couple that with the diet and the sleeping and everything else, and you're gonna wind up, being better for it.
Nobody cares. Just do the work.
Right. Nobody cares. Just do the work. Right. They, well, when we release those classes, they'll understand why we came up with that.
Right.
Yep. What's that one? Maintain strength through age. All right, we'll show one more, and then we're gonna go into what we said we would talk about on August 28th, where we said the next show we would go into some stuff.
That part.
Right.
Then why you keep touching stuff, bro? Every time you touch it, it gets messed up.
I'm just trying to fine tune you, and
I know, but that should have been done before. Why are you doing it now? You remind me of Bishop Yawsop back in the day.
Oh yeah.
When the thing was by him and he was the whole class, he was adjusting.
Oh, snap. Those videos were good.
Yeah.
Those classes were good.
Go ahead.
Of the most damaging messages that physicians have given is when people have pain in an area, they tell them to stop doing activity. As you age, you are going to have pain. You can be strong and have pain, or you can be weak and have pain.
Stop. So you know what? As you age, you're gonna have pain. I have pain in my hamstring right now. No, but it's true. You're gonna start feeling things. The body's starting to wear down. It's getting a lot of wear and tear, and especially if like you didn't live your life optimally and you're just now kind of trying to get yourself together. It'll help a great deal, but you're gonna feel things. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you wake up and you're like, oh, damn, I feel like
right.
You wake
it's
up
a
with
little stiff
crook
right
in the
here.
neck or whatever, right? It's just like, damn,
Yep.
right? And it's like when you were young, you didn't feel nothing. You up like a spring chicken, Like my son wake up 7 years old, he running, and I'm like, damn, I'll start running, I'll pull another hamstring, like I got right? So like, you're gonna have some pain, right? But he's saying there's ways that you deal with it and you manage it. And a lot of it is activity, right? Because what again, there's even amongst physicians, there's like this old thinking, doctors are good for like medicine, like as far as anything else, unless they actually are actively studying stuff like that. Because like I follow some certain doctors online that talk about certain things because they apply it to themselves.
Right.
But for the most part, what they're trained for in medical school has nothing to do with, and without getting into the whole, we know that the medical system has its things
Flaws.
and whatever, and its flaws or whatever. But I'm just talking about all things being equal, they're trained in medicine.
Right.
Right? That's why it's called a medical doctor, medicine. The holistic aspects of it, unless they really make an effort to do it, they're not trained in that stuff, right?
Right.
And you got a lot of people that just because they have a PhD, sometimes they don't even say in what. They'll be like a chiropractor and they're trying to talk to you about like, vaccines and other stuff like that.
Damn.
Because they know people respect the fact that you have doctor in front of your name. But, you gotta... so they're giving you this advice that don't move it. What happens is when that's what gets blood, like your body heals itself through blood, right? Blood is the lifeblood, right? They call it the lifeblood. It carries all the things that you need to fix yourself, right? So like there's white blood cells that come that when you're injured and clear things out. So that's where like heat comes into play, right? It increases blood flow to an area, right? But then for inflammation, right? Like because the body's inflammatory response can sometimes cause pain, right? What you want to do is, you apply cold or ice it, right? And that reduces inflammation, right? But your body's still going to keep, it's not like it's not going to stop sending stuff there.
Slows it down.
It slows it down a little bit, so it's not as painful. It's not so crazy. So he's going into how movement, especially as you age, is important. And it's crazy because they tell you move less, don't add weight, do all this type of stuff, right? Go ahead. Play from the beginning.
One of the most damaging messages that physicians have given is when people have pain in an area, they tell them to stop doing activity. As you age, you are going to have pain. You can be strong and have pain, or you can be weak and have pain. We see now resistance training decreases the risk of cancer, decreases the risk of heart disease, drastically decreases the risk of sarcopenia, of falls, of broken bones. People talk about calcium, vitamin D. Probably the single best thing you can do to improve your bone density is to resistance train. You'll hear people say, well, I'm 40 or I'm 50 or I'm 60. It doesn't matter. You can still put on muscle. Right across the street from where I was doing my PhD, they took basically frail elderly people who had trouble like sitting and standing up. I want to say it was a 16-week program. And resistance for them started out just squatting to a high chair. And then slowly they lowered it down. Some of them started using weights as well. They saw significant increases in their muscle mass as older people. So you can still put on muscle even getting older. In fact, Alan Aragon, he's another good nutrition person. He was posting a video of his father showing, I think his father was like over 80 years old and was doing goblet squats with like a 50-pound kettlebell. The amount of quality of life improvement you can get in people from resistance training throughout the course of their life or just getting them started regardless of age, it's a huge improvement in quality of life.
Right. So, a little bit of resistance training goes a long way for like your quality of life as you age. And I see people talking about the different pain and back pain. Let me tell you something. When I was, early 2000s? So what's that? I was in my 20s, right? I had got a really bad lumbar spine injury, right? And it probably built up from a lot of stuff and different things. So I had a herniated disc. I remember the doctor was like, maybe we operate, and then that was at the hospital. When I went to I had a good primary care at the time, Dr. Kim. I stayed with him for years until I moved and left New York. And he said, no, hold on a second. Because a lot of times you'll go to emergency or urgent care and they'll tell you, make sure you check in with your primary because he has your history and stuff. And he was like, no, we're not going to cut you open and, kind of deal with that stuff. And he said, I want you to go see a physical therapist. And at that time, physical therapy wasn't as accepted as it was now. Goes to show you how people hold on to these old things. And let me tell you, physical therapy is just really guided exercise to recover from injury. Right? It's movement. It's movement that, and I tell you, he healed me from my issue, and I'll explain how I've been able to manage my back pain since by lifting weights and lifting heavier weights with proper form. Right. So they wanted to cut me at the hospital. My primary care said, no, go check out this physical therapist. And it was my first exposure to physical therapy. Was new to me. And yes, he gave me treatment, the TENS treatment where they do the pulses, heat, cold. And then once he felt like I got to a point where the inflammation wasn't so bad, I would basically go in 2 to 3 times a week to see him to get that treatment and then exercise. Within the range of motion, and then he was strengthening and I'm like, what's my core got to do with my back? And then he's doing basic stuff. I was basically doing like Pilates, and I had heard about Pilates, all this stuff, and I was like, Pilates, what the hell is that BS? Well, Pilates is the strengthening of your core, right? Which then helps you everywhere else. Like the core is your powerhouse. That's how you move. It'll make you better at running and everything else, right? Because when you run, it's really like kind of, it's not just legs forward, it's like propulsion here in your core and everything else. Anyway, long story short, like, I went from being on like Vicodin and the pain barely coming off and having severe sciatica, almost tears in my eyes with that stuff, to like being fully healed. And, like I kind of let myself go, and I was, I got really heavy, and, that pulls on your back because your stomach's so whatever. Long story short, when I got it all together is when my back pain's almost non-existent. Like if my back, like as recently as 2019, I remember when I went on that quest, I came back and my back was jacked. Remember when I missed the Spartan race because of that?
Yes, I remember.
My back was jacked up, and after that, I got like real serious and focused on my weight training, and also strengthening my lower back, which is like your spinal erectors and stuff like that. Not being afraid to train it, but starting slow and progressively building it up. And I almost never have any prolonged severe back pain now because of that. Like if I do, it's minor, and I know how to address it and adjust it. So, right, movement is what helps me deal with it, right?
Right.
You know, so that's how you kind of handle those things. So, you know, there's a lot to be said for this stuff, and I think you got to kind of let go of whatever misconceptions you have, especially if you've done things that don't have any type of success. And you know, and again, especially you sisters, you talk so much against weight training. I'm telling you, that's the key. Like, that's what you need. Like, the body that you're looking for is in the weight training.
That's it.
It is. That's it. That's it.
Okay.
All right. What did we say we were going to show the video of where I left off that I said I was going to talk about? No, leave the health stuff. We're not going to do health.
They want to keep going on health. That's Obadiah. He wants to keep on going. That's Obadiah.
That's Obadiah?
Yeah.
Mijo, deja eso.
Yeah.
We're out of here.
Show the clip that was in the topic content. What are you doing? You watching Sakari, bro? What are you doing?
No, I'm trying to go on.
Why is that even showing up for you, bro?
I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Guerrilla Hebrew.
Hey, give me the band.
Then you walk up in here with that, I send your ass home.
Wow, have mercy.
No, I was gonna say, hey, we hit our goal of 27,500 subscribers.
Oh, praises.
Continue to share, like, and subscribe. Let's hit 30,000 subscribers. Y'all like the Power Hour? Make sure that we keep on subscribing. Share the channel, man.
Right. Hey, same thing with diet. I'm gonna say, by the way, as far as the people are like trying to do all these trendy diets, but not account for their energy expenditure, which is basically counting calories. Like you could keto, but still count your calories. Yeah. That's what Deacon Abiel's doing now. Like he's been telling me, like, yo, he was texting me the other day. He's like, yo, I'm making so much progress and whatever. You know, he goes and I'm keeping track of my calories. He said, now I am doing keto because it helps keep me compliant. He goes, but I'm keeping track of my calories. I said, well, listen, whatever fits, that's fine. But if you're not tracking the calories and dealing with that, and he's been doing great. He's making like great press. Body fat's going down.
He looked
I think
good.
I think he's in the yellow now.
Golly.
He's in the yellow now. I know some of you brothers is like freaking on the bench. Can't do nothing.
He looked good. I was looking at him at Tabernacles. He looks like he's slimming down.
Yeah, man. So he's like really jumping down.
No, it was Sabbath because he kept the Sabbath with us here.
No, you're talking about
Deacon
Captain. I'm talking about
Abiel.
Deacon Abiel.
Oh,
Deacon
Deacon.
Deacon
Oh,
Abiel.
okay.
No,
My bad.
Captain Abiel's full of crap, bro.
Dang.
He stayed playing around. He should have bitten at his goal weight already.
Dang.
He stayed playing around. So my wife for years, like with the calorie counting, like weighing and measuring stuff, she was like, oh, I can't do all that. Finally, she jumped on the bandwagon, and she freaking loves it. Like she's more strict than me now. Like I'll be eating something, she'll be like, how you gonna weigh that? How you gonna track for that? How you tracking that? How you weighing that? Yeah, straight up. She be like telling me now, and she loves it, bro. Like, cause you know she kind of gets to eat what she wants, and then she has her budget, you know, of calories and things like that, and she's rolling with it that way, and it's fine, you know.
Okay.
And she's making a lot of progress with it.
And
you
it
know?
works.
Yeah, bro, it works. It works. You just got to stick to it. Everybody wants to do everything else.
Right.
You know.
The shortcut, the hack.
Corinne says she weighs everything. Was she weighing out there at Tabernacles? I know. She asked me. She's like, "What are you gonna do?" I said, "I'm taking a break."
Right. It's a feast.
I said, "I'm taking a break." I said, "I'm just gonna try to be moderate."
Right.
I mean, I gained like 3 pounds out there.
That's not bad.
But I don't even know how real that is, like as far as fat percentage, because my body fat's roughly in the same range. So I think it's just like water balance and everything else, and getting back to it. And then I was drinking alcohol, which I don't habitually do.
Right.
I mean, I drink, just not often.
Right. You don't usually do this.
Yeah, but I was drinking out there, you know, festive and stuff like that. So, right. Damn. So she weighs everything now. She'd be like, "Yo, did you weigh that?" And I'm like, "Nah, I kind of know how much it is or whatever, you know." So, like, she's with it. She's with it, you know. And she found like a workout routine that she likes. She's not really crazy about just sitting there doing the weights and resting. So she does some videos that do weights and stuff like that. But you know, she doing her thing. She'll tell you that thing been working.
All praises.
All right, let's play the video of what I said I would go over. Go ahead. Week, we're gonna talk about the weaker vessel and dwell according to knowledge.
Turn
that
it
I
up.
didn't go over.
deal
I
with
have the
that.
notes from that class I did about the promiscuous girl.
Pinned it already in the chat.
Let me know. And then also to break down the burning and the way we use burning versus
Right.
what Paul was really doing. Right, which I did talk about that out there a little bit when we were at the fire and stuff. I did speak about that. Hold on.
Did you find the pin?
I'm looking for it right now.
Did you find the pin?
It was pinned in the chat from what?
From what you said?
I heard, yeah.
Oh, that was the pin?
No.
Where he speaks on that. Let's go into masculinity being classified as a toxic. That's February 4th. Not goddamn no.
Nah,
Right. That's another good way to look at it. Rosalind Tony says she's been adding exercise to her routine because just because you're not overweight doesn't mean you're strong either. Right. There's slim brothers that's just out of shape. You know, you ain't got no type of strength or whatever. So. Right. I'll tell you, yeah. I know. I was talking with Captain Yadin last night. We were talking about something else. And then he said, hey, I got a question. You know, he said, I'm doing 1 meal a day. How do I get all my protein? I said, you're doing 1 meal a day? That's tough. I said, at your weight, you probably need like 200 grams of protein. So that's a lot of protein to eat. I said, and protein's so filling. I said, some protein shakes. He's like, oh, but the milk. I said, well, you know, you're going to have to look. There's some veggie ones, whatever it is. I said, but that's why eating 1 meal a day, I don't think it's a sound long-term strategy. It just isn't. And I mean, not if you want to meet certain physical health goals and stuff like that. So, you know, right. Running 3 miles a day will help you to run from the evil man. Yeah, that'll help you too. Right. You're right about that. Yeah. My wife putting the bicep on there. Right. She been doing her thing. I know.
All praises.
I know. She told me jokingly the other day. She goes, oh, I did it so that we have something else so that we can have in common and talk about. And,
All praises.
But I still don't talk that much. No, now she be sending me stuff like on Instagram, like meal stuff or whatever. And I'm like, all right, that's what's up. You know, she's trying to look for it and stuff like that. So it's working good. All right, so we said we were going to go over the weaker vessel and the burning. Where do y'all want to start?
The burning, because the
why
weaker,
are you burning? You married, bro?
No, because the weaker vessel is some
Oh,
good.
have mercy.
No, the weaker vessel is some good stuff that it's gonna take longer. And that's like, bro, when you brought that out, it was like,
I know, you know, but like the spirit's different now from when I did the show, so I don't know how it's gonna come out.
No, was it a show or a class?
No, I had started to go in it in a class, but I had to rush it at the end.
It was, bro. It was like. It was good. So that's why I see what you're saying. The spirit's not the same, but that's some good stuff.
Right.
Because you got more scriptures on that. Like it's...
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
More scriptures than the burning?
I didn't bring the exact notes that I want, so I'm going to go off the dome on it, but...
I'll help you. I remember.
I'll see.
I'll help you.
No, I don't got more scriptures on the burning. It's just to talk a little bit about it.
Okay.
It's just to talk a little bit about it. But the weaker vessel stuff and dwell according to knowledge, I got some stuff on that.
That was fire.
Right. I got some stuff on that. Right. Oh, everybody's like, oh, you're looking at because, oh, that's so sweet. That shit. No, because now she sends me like even more Instagrams and stuff like that. And like, I don't be having time to, you know, like I will post some and I'll send some, but like, you know, and then she's like, how come you didn't look at my post that I sent you?
Damn. Damn.
So I got you know who else sends a lot of freaking posts? Zeph and Abiel. And I'm like, damn, these people, don't get me wrong, I'll spend some time scrolling and that stuff, the reels and stuff will get you in there, but it's like everybody posting this stuff and I'm like, my gosh, if I stopped what I was doing, every time somebody that I'm in a group or something, like even leadership, like see leadership I'll try to look at because we post stuff and it gives us ideas for classes and stuff like that. But it's like everybody else, you know. And don't get me wrong, I like a funny one. I like one that's just whatever. But it's
okay.
Like I don't get to watch them right away, you know. So it's like, and then my wife will be like, "Oh, I sent you the post," and I'm like,
"That's how you looked at it."
And I'm like, yeah, but I didn't open it, you know. And then I refuse to download TikTok. So now TikTok, you have to be in the app. So people send me stuff. I'm like, sorry, I don't got TikTok. And then they're like, oh, looking at me weird.
Like waiting for you to download it?
Yeah. And I'm like, I'm not going to download it. I don't need no more social media stuff on my phone. That's time wasters. Bro, it's a trap. Those algorithms are on point at keeping your eyes on the screen, bro.
Yes, absolutely.
Boom, the next thing come up. Boom, the next thing come up. And then before you know it, you're like, oh, snap. Bro, sometimes I'm there trying to watch something that I finally get to sit down. I want to watch something on like a streamer. But I mean, I'm on the phone, and like the phone is more engaging to me. And I'm like, oh, snap, 30 minutes just passed, and I'm here just freaking, I got to go back and do the social media class.
You haven't done it.
I haven't done it. I have a lot of stuff I haven't done.
The social media has been maybe 3 years in the making.
See, Princess Court got it. She said, I don't know why we think our men want to talk to us. No, y'all want the least amount of talking possible. Hey, that's like the comedian that he said, we don't want to be alone, but we want to be by ourselves.
Right.
Yeah, right. See if you find that clip. I want to be alone, but I want to be by myself. That thing is funny. We showed it before, but that thing is funny. Right. Yeah, I want. And what's the other one you were doing for a while? Scoop.
Oh, scoops. I had to back
I
up
noticed
off
you
of
stopped.
that.
I noticed you
Yes.
stopped.
What is that?
That's a
Right.
death trap.
Right.
That's a
Oh,
death
the
trap.
videos were the crazy
Yeah,
stuff.
the crazy stuff. I had to back
Right.
up, man.
Yo.
Men don't want to be alone, but we want to be by ourselves. Put men, not we. Put men. No, that ain't it.
Okay.
It might be him. Yeah, that might be him. That's him. Let me see. How long is?
It's
No,
like
that's
21
21 minutes
minutes.
though. That ain't it.
Yeah, you gotta
find the clip. Wait, that's him right there.
Hamburger at 11.
I think that's it. That's it. How long is that one? That's
It's a
it.
short.
These
it's
are
a short.
shorts.
Unmute. Oh, I got you.
But maybe that's good because it's a short. Patrice O'Neal is the name, and he did it perfect. Right. This is what women need to understand. This one only a minute. He has one that's a little longer, but maybe the minute is good. Go ahead, play it.
Men want to be alone, but we don't want to be by ourselves. We want you somewhere, like on the roof, anywhere, but just not in front of me, trying to be my friend. What you doing? Watching baseball? Why you watching baseball by yourself? Move over, move your leg off that.
Bro, I like to go to the movies by myself.
Damn.
Bro, she starts giving me the guilt. Why are you going to the movies by yourself? Like, how come you don't invite me? Like, and I'm like, because I like to go by myself. It's like,
Yeah, that's your thing.
What?
I'm like,
let's.
and then like I'll take her to the movies, and she'll be like, I don't get it.
Right. I was
Oh
gonna
my
say. I was gonna say. Let's
God,
picture you taking to her movies.
Oh,
It'd be
God.
like, hey, what's going on? I don't get it. What's happening? Who is this guy? And what did? Yeah.
Right,
I
and
can
right.
think
And
of
then
it.
she'll
What
talk
was
to
so
me so
funny
much.
about that?
Yeah,
Like,
and
what's so deep about
right. And then she won't even talk to me about the movie, right? And then like sometimes she on her phone, and I'm like, yo, can you put your phone down? I took you to the movie. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
have mercy.
And she'll be like, I don't even know what I saw. And here, meanwhile, I'm like, wow, this was thrilling. The
Right.
cinematography.
Yeah.
Enthralled.
Exactly.
She'll be like, I don't know. You're so weird. Like, you go to the movies by yourself. I said, you met me, and I used to go to the movies by myself. And I
Right.
was like, yo, I'll tell you, I used to have a job at the bank, one of the positions I had when I used to work in banking. And, bro, every Friday, I would take like a 3 or 4 hour lunch. And I would go and watch whatever just came
man.
out. You know what I'm
Straight up.
saying? And, like, do
Yeah.
my thing, So it's like, goodness gracious, I like to go to movies by myself. And guess what? Brothers be like, yo, let's go to the flick together. And we all on the same page.
Yes.
We just go in so we could sit in each other's presence.
Right.
Alone by ourselves.
Right. A few minutes before, we might be chopping it up.
Mhm.
Yep.
We might chop it up for 5 minutes after, and then we're like, all right, shalom, yo. We don't want to go for drinks after.
Right.
We're not
Nah.
trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like, we
Yeah.
watch the flick, and we like, all right, yeah,
Yeah.
we'll talk about the flick another day.
Yeah.
Right,
we
right.
You know what I'm
meditate on
saying?
it.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
then when we come back, hey, that scene was spiritual.
And
this
it's in,
and that.
and it's in the group. Not
in the
together.
group.
It's in the group.
Right, and you're right. We'll talk about it in the group, or maybe
Yeah.
like another time, or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right. That's that's how we roll. She
Right.
like, you made me. So sometimes I invite her to the movies, and like it just proves my point, like almost every
Why you
time.
want to be alone by yourself?
Right. That's my thing.
Yeah.
Same thing with the gym. Like like, I'm gonna start working out, and I'm like. You can work out separate, like on your
Right.
time.
Right.
I don't know about these couples that be all at the gym. A lot of time they go to the gym, they don't even work out together.
Right.
They just want to be in the gym together. Women in the clean stuff.
Big back, big back.
Go ahead, run it from the beginning. And then we're gonna jump on this. This is perfect because we're gonna go into the relationship stuff now, right? So go ahead, come on.
Men want to be alone, but we don't want to be by ourselves. We want you somewhere, like on the roof, anywhere, but just not in front of me, trying to be my friend. What you doing? Watching baseball? Why you watching baseball by yourself? Move over, move your leg off that ottoman. What you eating, a hamburger? You shouldn't be eating a hamburger at 11. Let me go make you a better sandwich, a turkey sandwich on 47 grain bread with no mayonnaise and bean sprouts. Tastes like rat turds and twigs. Ain't that better? Why is the TV so loud? Well, turn it down.
Yes.
Ain't that better? Can't
For
hear
real.
the TV. Got a dry sandwich. You know what? Ain't that better?
Stop.
Why is the
Bro.
ceiling?
That's the other thing.
Straight
She'll
up.
be like, oh, I want to sit with you and watch something. I got my sound system.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to turn it up.
Right.
Right.
So
You wanna
I
be
was
immersed.
recently because I was watching The Rings of Power, so I started rewatching The Lord of the Rings and how.
Yeah.
So when Gandalf says, "You shall not pass," I want that joint
wanna
loud.
feel it,
I want to
yeah.
feel the bass.
Right.
I even got the things in my seats. I haven't hooked them up to make the seat shake.
Yeah.
I want to feel it.
Right.
Oh, it's so loud. I can't. That's part of the experience.
Right.
Thank you.
It's like, oh my goodness, you know. No, and then if like she's not interested, but she just want to sit there, like I'll start hearing like she'll listen to her Insta and it'll be mad loud and mess up what I'm listening.
Right.
She'll be like, oh, I'm sorry. And then like,
that's
go over there.
Right.
Go over there with that.
Or the brightness on the phone, like bright as hell.
And then she'll hit me with that. Oh, what are you eating? What are you eating? And not that she wanted or nothing. She just like, what are you eating?
Right.
Damn.
Conversation.
I'm like, yo, I'm here.
Oh,
Look, you got the popcorn all in your beard and on your shirt. Yup.
Yeah, right.
Right. Go ahead. Roll it. Roll 10
Turn
seconds.
it
10
off.
seconds.
Ain't that so loud? Well, turn it down. Ain't that better? Can't hear the TV. Got a dry sandwich. You know what? Ain't that better? Why is the ceiling fan and the air conditioner?
That's me.
Turn it
Straight
off.
up.
Ain't that
Straight
better?
up.
Sweating, wrapped up into a hot vine. Can't hear the TV. Got a dry sandwich. Ain't that better? Why is it so dark in here? Let some sunlight in. Ain't that better?
Yup.
Man, golly.
When I got the house, I got the blinds that are blackout
Right,
blinds.
right.
Right. I painted the walls dark. I went online. I looked
Yeah.
at home theater setup.
Right.
Yeah.
I bought sample paints. This the paint that we use in here. That's
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
got in my theater room.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because it said that would be best for when I'm putting the TV on and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I got the little blue lights on the chairs so I
Right.
can turn off the light.
And
She'd
you
be like,
can
it's so
see.
dark, it's so loud.
But you can
Oh
see
my gosh,
everything.
it's so cold. Bro, I like the AC bumping, the
Right.
fan,
With the fan,
on, and then I
yes.
throw the blanket on.
That's it.
Right,
That's,
right.
You gotta
You
balance
can't beat
it out.
it.
That's
you gotta
it.
balance it out.
That's it. I got little chairs for my when the stimmy came. I bought the
Right.
nice chair. I got a
The
little
stimmy,
table for my
stimmy,
chair.
Stim.
You know what I'm saying? She'd be like, "Oh my gosh, so dark in here, it's so loud." It's So you know what I do now? You know what I do now, right? So like to avoid conflict, I just let her come. She don't last more than 20 minutes.
Yeah.
She just go.
Yeah.
She just bounce, right? She knows.
Yeah.
Like, damn. Look, she not commenting now. She's probably like, ooh.
Yeah.
It's that. No, sometimes she come and she'll fall asleep and then she's snoring and I'm like, yo, just go upstairs. Like, why you?
Right.
Why you here? You
Killing
know?
the vibe.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like when Gandalf falls down, like I get emotional that
what are you trying
Gandalf
to show
died.
us?
Like I want to experience that moment alone. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
You know, like I might be emotions like, oh my gosh, you crying? Yes, Gandalf.
Do you see that? You don't get it.
You don't get it. Like he was their leader.
understand.
Like, he was guiding them. He sacrificed himself for them. Get out of here.
That's funny.
Oh snap! Like just be content that I'm home. I'm there. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You know where I'm at.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Damn.
You ain't out at Rumspringa nowhere.
Oh my goodness, bruh, for real. Anyway, bro, save that because that's one to like always
classic.
whip out
Yeah.
occasionally, right?
We got that always ready content. Put it in
Damn, look, he got another one. Man can't love you and like you. That one's long though. We saved that for another time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, post it up on the
it's different.
Telegram.
Post it in Telegram so we
No,
can
the
look
one
at
on
it.
the right.
Right.
Yeah. Just mute.
Man can't. But save it in the Telegram. That'd be good. Put it in the marriage clips. That's straight. Yeah, he be telling the truth right there. Facts. I know. Mad Sisters is offended right now. They're like, oh my gosh, that how my husband feels.
This is the manosphere. Let him know.
Yeah, this is the manosphere. Yeah. We heating up. We rolling back into this stuff. Yeah. Oh, snap. Right, Corinne? She said, I hate when I'm crying during a movie and someone catches me, right? You know, I might be a little teary-eyed.
Yeah,
You know,
go through
like
it.
if there's stuff with like a father and the kids, like
Right,
I'll get a little,
right.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Fruitvale Station, bro. I felt mad.
Fruitvale Station.
Bro, I was...
Yes.
I felt that in my soul because I got,
Right.
my daughter's my firstborn, you know,
Right,
that's baby
right.
girl, you know what I'm saying? So it's
right.
like, damn, I felt that, bro.
Damn.
You know? It's like,
What was
damn.
that one? Pursuit of Happiness.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's the other one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what really got me a little teary? When Iron Man died. I was like, damn.
Yes, sisters. Yes. See, Zeruya got it. I'm sorry if I'm not saying it. Zeruya. Sometimes I don't be pronouncing the names right. She said, I love to let me know to leave my Lord alone.
Yeah.
Right. No.
Yeah.
Leave him alone, but don't let him by himself.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Exactly.
You got to figure out how to straddle that line. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Exactly.
you know. Like, you know, you could pass by like before the movie starts and be
Yeah.
like, hey, shalom, my Lord. Let me tell you what would be so dope. And he might think it's a trap, but especially if you have it like
Why
you
you acting like that?
You can't turn up too quick. You know what I'm saying? But yo, you come in, You be like, oh, you about to watch a movie? Okay, all right. Here, you got your blanket. You got your
Right.
You got popcorn.
You got
right.
whatever junk
your
food you
drink?
like to eat.
You want me to turn the
You all set?
lights down
Right.
for you?
You know what? Yeah. Okay. You want me to close the door so that you could?
Right.
Okay.
Let me send the kids.
Oh, I
to
know.
the
I
scene,
know you're
so-
about to turn it. I'll tell the kids you busy. You about to turn
Right.
up the sound system and all. You know what I'm saying?
What
like,
you want? What does she want? It's a
What?
setup.
No. Yeah. Like
It's a setup, bro.
Right. But if you do it often,
Right.
he gonna be like, okay, all
Right,
right,
she in
that's
the
what's
spirit.
up. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, he gonna be all right. He'd be like, look, I'm gonna be here, but I'm gonna be upstairs or over there, or whatever it is. You know, go ahead, Benson.
That might follow with. Can I go to Target?
Damn.
That's what's coming after that.
Oh,
for sure.
that's what's coming after that,
That's
right?
what's
The
coming.
ass. Be like, what do you want?
Can I go to Target?
Right.
Target.
Right. At Target.
Right.
Damn.
Pinkies up.
Right. It's not payday yet. What do you?
Yeah. What's
the setup?
happening right
What's
now?
the setup? Right. For real. Message. Right.
Set up, bro.
That's how it goes down. That's it. Right. Just be content that he's safe at home
said,
or he's
Dutch
with
bro
the brother.
for me.
Right. Dutch Brothers for me. Oh no, sis. Dutch Brothers is coffee for people who don't really like coffee.
It's
But
sugar.
but you Issachar, so that makes sense. Issachar don't know nothing about coffee.
I know a little
Bang,
something.
bang.
I know a little. I'm not gonna say I know coffee. I know a little something.
I know you love Black Rock too, and that's trash.
I don't love it. I like it.
Black Rock is trash.
It's good. They have.
Even Cafe and Olla is not all that, and that's like exclusively Issachar Cafe and Olla.
It is, but that's to me. Cafe Noya.
Cafe and Olla is like apple cider.
Damn.
It's like a chai. It's like a seasonal drink. Right.
I don't drink a lot of cafe.
Damn,
Noya.
she said
I like
Dutch
to try
Brothers.
different coffees.
Damn.
I'll say that.
She just wants sugar.
I'll say this: Black
Just want
Rock
sugar.
is better than Dutch.
Black Rock is better than Dutch. I can agree.
But
with
I'm
that.
not saying that Black Rock is like, just like
No.
it's good.
Chocolate de abuelita is fire. That's different.
Yes.
That's different.
That's chocolate.
Look, for me to tolerate the coffee, when I did have it in Mexico, I would have to do it with hot chocolate. Like I would throw the coffee in the hot chocolate. That's how I was able to do it.
Yeah. I'll say I know a little bit of coffee. I'm not that I know a lot, but I like to try coffees and espressos like that. Yeah. Dutch Bros for me is just like Sugar House.
Bustelo's the groove. I grew up with Bustelo and Pilon, but now I've broadened my palate. You know, there's different ones that I mess with.
Right, and that's why you're teaching us the way, Sensei, on the coffee.
I'm trying. She said Dutch Brother. I just laugh every time I see them. Man, I gave them hella chances.
Damn it.
Dutch Brothers. And I don't know why. They got a line all the time, and I'm like, that's like...
Yo, they do. Every time I see Dutch Brothers, it's
Dutch
around
Brothers
the
is
corner.
so trash.
It is. You know they're $1 billion company? Billion.
I mean, they're never not busy.
No, and listen, I don't think Starbucks is the best in the world, but like for legit coffee, like they legit with their beans and their grains.
Right. It's quality.
Like I'm even buying their beans at home now for my machine, and it's a big difference. No, it's a big difference, bro. Like their espresso roast is crazy.
It's good quality.
Crazy. Yeah, bro. They're low acid and the flavor profile is good. You know, I'm not extra bougie. You know, like you got these people that I mean, I do have some stuff for when I do my coffee, but you know, but I don't got the presser and the little stirring of the thing.
The little foam thing.
No, I got that, but I'm talking about like I see
yeah.
these things where people
The
like
press.
I do have the stamper, but some people got the presser. And then they got this little thing that stirs the grounds. And
I don't know nothing about none of that.
That to me is, I like watching those videos. I'm like, dang, I wish I could try one of those coffees right there. Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, I do have a machine. I do have an espresso machine.
Damn it.
I do. But I'm like into tech too, so my thing is like all automated. Like I don't have to hold the milk.
You got one of them robot vacuums, don't you?
I do have a robot vacuum. I do have a robot vacuum. I know, but my wife always leaving stuff on the floor, and my son leaving Legos, so it don't even work that good. It
that's
gets
not
stuck up.
complete.
Right.
Hey,
The
did you
fourth
order
one.
your Tesla robot?
Fourth.
Which one?
Something like that.
No. I have. What's the one I have? Is it Breville? I have the Breville joint. It's the Breville joint. You want to show my espresso maker?
No.
I got it with points. Yeah. I got the
Jeez.
touchscreen joint, but no, that one's. Is that it? Yeah, I think that. No, that's a dual.
You
Oh,
talking
snap,
about the
they
one
got
that's
a
like
dual?
$2,800?
Mine's not black though. Yeah, it's like this one. It's like the one on the right. That's it. The
You're
Barista
paying.
Touch
Wait,
espresso.
that thing said it was $2,800.
No, I didn't pay that. And I got mine with points. Because like my business
Okay.
cards,
Right,
I had like one of those offers.
Yeah.
So I just bought it with points. Because you could connect the points to Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like dollars. So I was able, I
Yeah.
wouldn't pay that much for it. But yeah, that's the one I got. But it's not black. I got the stainless steel.
It's
Yeah. That's it over there on the left.
Right
the
there?
Breville bar. No. In the middle. Right there. Yeah, that's it. That's the one I got. Yep. Yeah, so I got my setup like that. I do my whole thing. You don't gotta hold the leche there. You just put it, and it has like the heat thing, so it knows exactly when to stop. So your milk is perfectly frothy. Yep. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly my joint right there. That's the one I got. Right. So I put my beans up there. I get my fresh bean. It grinds it per coffee.
Okay.
That's
coffee.
That's
what's up.
Yeah, it grinds it per coffee. It grinds it per coffee.
Sensei,
Right.
coffee sensei.
Oh wait.
Rexon?
So you get to choose what type of drink you want,
Rexon?
and then it filters it grinds the coffee based on the type of drink you want.
Yeah. You set the grind and all that stuff, and then it knows how long to do the milk for.
That's
if you're doing
crazy,
a double
bro.
shot or not or whatever.
Telling you.
Yeah.
He's telling you.
Sensei coffee.
Yeah.
Wax on?
No. There's
Wax on.
people who are like extra about it. Like I like wine and I know a little bit about wine, but I'm not one of those like doing this stuff and shaking the glass. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with coffee. Like I'm not like a prude, about it. But when I like something, I'm like serious about it. Same thing with pizza.
Right.
Now your pizza game. Your pizza game, your brisket game, and your rib game.
But you didn't have the most recent one, right? Like I've almost perfected it.
See
the dough.
Dough?
Yeah, like the pizza y'all had when y'all came over last time is nothing like the pizza that I make now.
So like in a couple months, it's shut up. It's improved. It's.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Oh no, I got it down.
Because when did
Like
you go?
like my round pies, I was having trouble stretching the pies and stuff. Now I do that thing like I'm working in a pizza shop again.
Mamma mia.
Yeah. I hooked that thing up.
Mamma
Right?
mia.
Detroit style, I got down packed. I just got to do the Sicilian now and try to mess with that.
You go do a deep dish?
Well, that's what Sicilian's
That's
like
the
a deep dish,
Sicilian?
and
Okay.
Detroit style's like a deep dish too. But
Oh Lord.
like it's cheese and then sauce on top.
Oh God.
Like so, it's just little differences, and then it's like cheese to the edge on the Detroit style. So I bought the pans for it and all that. So yeah, man, my pizza game's on joint now. I know how to do my fermented dough. I know how to ferment the dough longer and all that.
They're asking, does it give you the Starbucks feel?
My my espresso machine, yeah, it kind of does. I feel like I got the Starbucks thing going on when I do it, See, and because of travel with Delta, you can link to Starbucks.
That's right.
So I go to Starbucks. I got like
points,
I got
bro.
like 9,000 points.
Damn.
Bro.
No, because
Man.
there was a reward from the previous year that I didn't pick.
Right.
So now I have like 6 months to use that.
Damn it. No, for real.
So I haven't been making coffee at home. I've been going out because I'm trying to use my points.
Right.
So I've been eating breakfast there too.
Yeah. The Delta points be going in.
Oh man!
That's
tutorial? What, the machine? Yeah, the machine gives a tutorial. You're talking about me doing a pizza tutorial? That's a different. 9,000? Hell no! I wouldn't pay no $9,000 for the machine.
Thing
It wasn't
ain't
that.
got nothing
It might have
on
been 9,000 points. Oh no, but that's not my. That's like a cauliflower healthy pizza. Where you trying to show that? That's not even a good pizza.
We don't even know if that's lawful or not.
That's right. Pizza tutorial. I don't know, cause like Asher wanted to do that. Like we were talking about, like we could go through various captains and deacons and bishops that cook something, and like we do a little thing about it. But then people gonna be looking at your house, and
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel. You got a lot of people that be like, look at your house, look at
Right.
Yeah.
They'll say, I said, damn, they'll be mad looking at the counter. I said, they'll
No,
look at the
for
counter.
real.
They'll be like, look at the counter. Look at that Nooker's counter.
Nah, for real. That's facts.
Go ahead, Benson.
So if you know, but Captain Gad could probably get away with it because he cooks outside.
No, but even me, I got like the outdoor kitchen setup. So if I do it outside.
You got the setup, but you know how Captain Gad is. He extra. He
Oh
do
yeah, his
everything
thing is all
with charcoal.
extra. He want to rough it. Right, he got to rough it. Hey, let's get to the burning thing that I said I would get to. All right. See, we had a lot to talk about, so we were just catching up.
We getting back into the groove.
Yeah.
We getting back into the groove. I don't know. Maybe I'll do something with pizza one day. It's actually so simple. You just gotta be patient with it. You gotta use the right flour, the right amount of water.
You gotta set it up right before the dough to get ready.
It depends on what type of dough you're making. So like New York style dough, you want to ferment it longer.
Right.
But like the best doughs are like cold fermented for like 2 or 3 days.
So you take it out the fridge and then it's ready
like
to go.
same day dough is not as easy to work with and it doesn't taste as great.
Right.
So
it doesn't hold. It doesn't hold the texture is not the same.
Well,
either,
it's
right?
like the yeast and how alive it is. Like you want to give it time for like the gluten and the thing to like, because that's what makes like a good stretchy pizza dough is the gluten.
Right.
You want a high gluten content in it. I know some people are like that's why like gluten-free pizza is not that great. So you want like a high gluten content in it. So like there's hydration levels and stuff like that. So, you know, you got to be precise. You got to measure and everything. And it's basic ingredients, bro. It's water, flour, salt, sometimes oil. And I don't think I've ever put sugar in it. Some people put sugar. And that's really it. And you just do that in the right ratios and forget it. You know, sometimes you got to knead it. You know, that helps it.
Right.
But it's really just about the proofing process and making sure that they rise. And then once you're there, bro, you know.
In there.
Bro, I make it like a perfect circle now. Like before I couldn't do it. You
Right,
know, some people just make
right.
this. Bro, it
Yeah.
comes out. Bro, yeah, bro. I got it down, bro.
That's legit.
I got it down now. See, that's why it's a lot of work when I'm cooking them.
Yes.
So when I invite you guys over next month, I don't know if I want to do pizza again.
Because it's a lot of pizza.
Because it's a lot of work. I'm busting my ass
Yeah,
like the whole time that
it's
I'm
a lot
there
of
doing the
pizza. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, because I got to do at least 10 pies if I'm doing y'all.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Right. And, you know, I got a little system. I bought like a little stacker and the steel trays. And,
Okay.
Right,
Oh, so you can do multiple.
well, I can kind of rest them, like take them out, boom, and just throw the other one in. But it's like, you know, it's one of those things where I also don't, because like the dough dries out. So like if I form it, so I got to stay working.
It's a process.
It's a process.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot. So I don't make it from scratch. Like I actually hand stretch it and all that. Like I'm not there with a rolling pin. I think last year towards the end I got tired and I started rolling pinning that joint. 'Cause I was like, I said, damn.
You were in there the whole time we was there, though, for the most
Right.
part.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it's usually a meeting.
So,
where we conversate
so I'm trying to think of something where, I mean, you know, y'all kind of keep me company and stuff like that, but I'm trying to think of some. Oh, and then like I perfected the sauce now. So like I just crush the tomatoes and I make the sauce from scratch.
So you make the sauce.
I make this. Yeah, I just buy peeled tomatoes.
Yeah.
And you do.
And I
really?
crush them.
Dang.
And then I season it and cook it.
Claw hammer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's legit.
yeah, everything's, and I don't buy the shredded cheese. I shred it fresh.
Right.
Angel
The
Mantilla,
mozzarella.
how do you think we
Yeah,
feeling right now,
yeah.
bro?
I got the whole thing. I got the
or
whole
sis,
thing
I'm
down.
sorry.
Yep.
I don't know if it's a brother or sister. How do you think we feeling right now?
Mm-hmm.
We hungry too?
Roy.
Oh, see, I know Judah be known for putting sugar in their spaghetti sauce. She says she don't. That's what's up.
That's how I know I'm not
I don't
doing.
know why you got to do that
I
stuff.
don't do sugar.
All right, let's get to the burning part. We
Let's
started
do it.
talking about food,
Man.
right?
He's-
We just hanging out. Listen, this is the Get Back show.
Right,
This
right.
is the Get Back show.
Remember, y'all gave us ones in the chat.
Right.
Hey.
Oh damn. Oh, I guess a brother's struggling. They want me to talk about porn and death
Damn.
grip.
Oh, I was asking you why y'all trying to show.
Hey, but no, we got ideas for like next week now, right? Because we're gonna be back in a little bit of a groove.
groove.
So
Obadiah.
right.
So Obadiah.
All right. So what I have said is that there's a misconception about getting married because you're burning, right? And I think we only focus on the part where people talk about the burning. So let's get the scripture and we're gonna talk about it. Okay, 1 Corinthians 7. Start at 1. We can start at 1.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 7 and verse 1. Now concerning the things whereof ye wrote unto me, it is good for a man not to touch a woman. Nevertheless, to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife, and let every woman have her own husband.
Right. So what he's saying here is like, look, it's better if you don't get involved with a woman. Because why? We read that when you jump down where he says
28, but I spare you.
no, hold on. Where he talks about you dedicate yourself to the Lord.
30.
32. 32.
Is that it? Yeah, 32. Go ahead, read that.
Yeah.
Verse 32. But I would have you without carefulness. He that is unmarried careth for the things that belong to the Lord, how he may please the Lord.
Right. So now when you read verse 1, this is what he really means, right? So go ahead, read 32 one more time and then go straight to 1.
Verse 32. But I would have you without carefulness. He that is unmarried careth for the things that belong to the Lord, how he may please the Lord.
His focus is singular,
Yeah.
right? He doesn't have the preoccupation with caring for a wife. Like, you know, I know we just did the joke with the video, but, right? Like, you know, you married, you then now take on the responsibilities that, you know, I know we joking. Don't always ignore you. Like, if you want a healthy relationship, you got to spend time with your wife.
Right.
As men, we may not talk about that as much because some brothers will get the wrong idea and they don't know how to do the work and then still spend time with the wife, right?
balance.
And it also depends on the wife you have. Like, some wives are going to be just happy with the simple things at home. You know, they're happy that you're there. They're happy that you can sit down with them occasionally and have a meal or whatever it is. And others, they'd be like, unless you're going out on dates or, vacations, they don't feel like you guys have any type of connection.
Right.
And that's fine. It's not saying you can't and shouldn't do those things when opportunity arises. But the real marker of being able to get along, especially in a relationship, is it's all those day-to-day moments, not the date night, that's why when you brothers are having issues with your wives, you're like, hey, we're going out for a date, and then you're like good for a week or two after that. But like if you stop going out on a date, what's gonna happen? So some of you, I'll be like, damn, like he does that stuff.
Yes,
he goes out on a date, like, so he'll be like a jerk and then take her on a date, and then she's happy because they went on a date. And then, so since she's happy, he's happy, and then like
And
2
then
weeks,
we're all one big happy family.
right, for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then if they don't go out on another date, right?
Damn. No.
So what you have to find is how do you have your happiness with the
At
day to day,
Right.
Jordan
the
Peterson went into
monotony of everyday
Right.
life.
Right.
You have to find the joy and the happiness in that, because if you don't, frustration seeks in.
Resentment.
And it's hard for a woman. I'm not going to digress too much from what I'm going to go through here, but it's hard for a woman for that to make sense to her because they're so emotionally driven. And then it also goes into the love and like, right? Because you could love somebody and not like them. I've said this before. I haven't expounded too much on it, but you could love somebody and not. And for some people, they don't understand it, but some people know exactly what I'm talking about. It's hard for a woman to grasp that because for her, it's attention focused and attention driven. You got to think about how women are raised, how they're objectified, the focus that the world has put on them. I'm talking about outside of the scriptures. When you're raised in the scriptures, it's a little different. But a lot of our sisters weren't. So,
Even trauma.
Right. And that's why, you have these, that's another aspect that, like, when, I know I keep talking about the social media thing, but it's like I really have to thoroughly sit down because all I have is really thoughts about it. But there's a generalization of what social media provides for both sexes and then what it provides for a man versus a woman. And for women, that's why you have a lot of these sisters on there that are always posting.
Yep.
It's like a validation type of thing. And then sometimes men fall into that trap too, and that's an effeminate spirit,
Right.
that they're seeking validation with their post, right? But women tend to, that's why they'll have the pictures and the this and the that and all this other stuff, and they're posting everything because they need that eyes on them, right? So a lot of women, they don't know how to function because they're not really submitting to what marriage is and what their role is. And I'm fast forwarding here. So this goes into purpose and the difference of purpose for a man and the difference of purpose for a woman. And this takes us right back to what Paul was saying here in 32. I'm not saying a woman can't be devoted to God, but it's very rare that a woman will find that same energy and zeal that we do as men for the Lord, that they do. We can be very fulfilled with those things. And I'm talking about even in the context of a marriage. I'm not even saying trying to stay single because I'm going to show the point that Paul's saying here. It's a gift to not want a woman.
Right.
But this goes back to the joke. We don't want to be alone, but we don't want to be by us. How does it?
We want to be alone,
but not. We don't want to
ourselves.
be by ourselves.
Right.
And when we're dealing with it trivially, this is how men can be extremely entertained with sports, movies, video games, whatever else they're into. And then, they also want to have the wife. You replace a lot of those vices with the work of the Lord, and you can find your happiness in the day-to-day. Women can't, because unless they're really able to hone in on their role as a wife and mother and what they represent in the household, they're seeking the dates. They're seeking the travel. And I'm not saying that you don't do those things. As a matter of fact, if you read 31.
Verse 31, and they that use this world as not abusing it. For the fashion of this world passeth away.
And then read 33.
Verse 33, but he that is married careth for the things that are of the world, how he may please his wife.
So it's good and it's just that you do certain things. You don't ignore her. You don't not do those things. And you know what you have there. The issue becomes when the happiness is only found when you go on the dates, when you
Right.
go on the travel and things like that. You're supposed to find the peace and the happiness in the day-to-day, and that should be fulfilling and joyful to you, right? It's fulfilling to me. One of the things I love the most is the opportunity I have to take my kids to, well, now my daughter's at home, but to have those moments in the morning with her, and the walk that I take with my son when I take him to school every morning, right? It's a 5-minute walk, but it's one of the most meaningful things to me that even he misses. Like when I'm traveling, he's like,
Right.
you know, my wife's telling me, he's like, yo, I think it like is really starting to affect him more now that he's older and he talks to you more.
Something's
like even
missing.
today I was out and he's off from school and he's like, hey, you know, when you coming home? I'm like, why? What's up? What you need? He was like, nah, I just wanted to know. I said, oh, okay. I was like, you know, I should be there soon or whatever. It's that he just wanted my presence there.
Right.
So there's something that they feel there. Sometimes a lot of women, they can't find contentment in that. Right? They're looking for more. They're looking for something else, right? Because they've not submitted to what their purpose is. They actually get frustrated with the day to day and stuff. But that's why it's a fine balance that you have to deal with in marriage. Because yes, you can be prone to be neglectful as a husband.
Right.
You don't think you're being neglectful because right, you're providing, you're there, you're present, but they want that little more, right? So that's why Paul says here, you know, don't abuse it. You can't be up under your wife's skirt all the time, right? And he says them that are married have to care for the things of their wife, how he may please his wife. So yes, you have to do those things. Now read 32 and then 1.
Book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 7 and verse 32. But I would have you without carefulness. He that is unmarried careth for the things that belong to the Lord, how he may please the Lord.
Right. So, because basically, as you read on, what he's saying is that even if you are married, you got a role where you don't trim your ways to please your wife. That's what he's talking about, not abusing it, right? And he's saying if you have that gift that you can be unmarried, then stay unmarried because you're as a man, there's something unique about us. There's a reason the flock of his pasture are men and not women, and why it's rare and few and far between where there's a woman of note that was on fire for the ministry, right? Not to say that women are honored all throughout the scripture, but it's a handful compared to the multitude of men. And it's because it's a different spirit that resides in man, right? Now read verse 1.
Now concerning the things whereof ye wrote unto me, it is good for a man not to touch a woman.
Right, because of what we just read in 31, 32, and 33. That's what makes it good. It's not that there's anything wrong with sex or sin or sex outside of marriage is wrong, but sex by itself and all that stuff. He's talking about your focus, right? You wanted to say something?
Well, I wanted to read verse 27 and 28, but we'll wait for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, go ahead. Keep reading.
Nevertheless, to avoid fornication.
Because he knows most men don't have the gift that he does, right? Jump to verse 7 real quick. I know I'm jumping around, but this was more of a, again, like kind of in a dialogue format that we're doing this, right? Jump to verse 7.
Verse 7, for I would that all men were even as I myself, but every man hath his proper gift of God.
He's saying it's a gift of God to not want to be with a woman, right? To not want to have that companionship, right? And I would say it's the same even on the woman's side because he talks about that a little later further on, right? On how that works. That's a gift to not have that desire because what happens is you get to a point where you kind of trim your ways just to have the spouse, right? And as a man, we shouldn't be that way. Women tend to kind of do that more, right? And they'll kind of like rationalize themselves. I don't know if I posted that clip where I said I would talk about it. It's the brother with the dreads. Does he have dreads? And did I post it in the marriage clip where he was talking about how women will get signs and stuff when something's going on, but then they rationalize themselves into a marriage even? Did I post that? Do you know which one I'm talking about?
I think he's pulling it up right now.
Yeah, that's it.
Women, yes. I still haven't got to the burning. I say marriage is such a heavy thing. I still haven't got to the burning. Yeah, he does have the dreads. I didn't want to be stereotypical.
No, if you know,
that's
you know.
the case, you have to say locks.
He gets his hair did.
Well, locks you can unlock. Those don't look like they unlock. But go ahead.
Women's intuition is extremely
Turn it up.
powerful. I'm a
Right, so the
huge
world
belie-
calls it intuition, but there is something that's innate in a woman and it's because of that feminine and what they're kind of in tune with, right? And the problem is that women could really use that for good, but because of how they let their emotions rule them, a lot of times it goes off the rails.
Right.
So that feeling will get misguided. That feeling will be misplaced. It can even be exasperated and exaggerated because they live like in drama, right? Jordan Peterson talks a lot about that women are auditory, like men are visual.
Right.
Not that women don't respond to that. Like we all respond to the senses. But as far as what's stronger to them is the words they hear. And this is how they can get gamed and rationalize themselves into something, or even deceive themselves to the point of being totally wrong about what they. This is how you get like the catty women BS,
right?
Because of how they move in that stuff, right? And they'll infer a lot and put stuff on people that's not there, right? But it could be used if they would refine it based on the scriptures, and it's a powerful sense. I'll give you an example, and again, I quote her automatically, but Abigail, right? And like the way she moved, not just with Nabal, but in her wisdom in the situation with David and everything else, right? That wasn't contrived. That wasn't her being so skilled. She was honed in on that, what they call intuition piece, right? But in righteousness, okay? But go ahead, play it from the beginning.
Women's intuition is extremely powerful. I'm a huge believer in it. And I feel like women know very early this isn't it. But they rationalize reasons to convince themselves to give this man a chance. And this, again, is a waste of time because it just doesn't work. I've seen people turn what should have been maybe a couple weeks of dating into years of being married to someone they were not happy with.
Now stop. We're obviously talking outside the context of the truth. You get married to somebody you're not happy with.
Yeah, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
You busted, you bought it.
It is what it is. Right. Right. So that's what it is. But he's saying they'll rationalize themselves into something. Right. Or they'll do it from a scarcity mentality. You know, I'm tired of being alone. I don't want to be alone. You know, I might not get someone, you know, yeah, this guy got all this wrong, but I might not find someone else.
Right.
What if the next one's worse, and so on and so forth. Right. And men can tend to do that too, but that's not a manly spirit.
Right. Bring it on.
So if you move that way, again, that goes. Feminism has a lot of levels to it, right? That's an effeminate spirit. Women tend to kind of move that way and are guided by their emotions that way. Men should never be moved that way.
Yeah.
So they'll rationalize their way into stuff. Go ahead, come on.
All because they did not listen to themselves from the beginning. They knew what it was, but they just could not accept it for what it was.
Right. So I'm. And that I can unpack in different ways too. Like there's more that I want to talk. I might run that back at another time when it comes to that. But this goes back to the crux of what I'm saying, how a woman can be totally unhappy in her marriage, but the man is finding purpose because his purpose is what? To serve the Lord.
Yes.
Her purpose is to serve her husband. And it's very hard for women to embrace that to the degree that they'll find bliss in that. You also got to factor in what TV, what movies, and now what social media tells them about what a relationship is like. And I mean, they make successful shows and movies about the housewife who's so bored and mundane, but she finds something exciting, whether it's in another man or it's in I'll give you an example, even something as simple as a kids movie. The movie Sing, which my kids love, and I think it's pretty cool. Like, I like it.
That the animals?
There's this pig wife that she has like 12 kids. The husband really doesn't kind of pay attention to her, right? So she didn't go cheat on him because it's a kids movie, but she snuck away to do a singing competition because she found passion in that, right? And not that she couldn't do that, but you know, she did it secretly or whatever. It's how she did it and how she went about it. And I mean, she did try to tell her husband, but he's just so focused on his day to day that
on
you
his
know
purpose.
Right. So what I'm getting at is that it's like women have like all these other lures, and they're not necessarily because, I mean, again, you see it in movies when they do move to infidelity. 9 times out of 10, it's not because they wanted other rod. They just weren't getting what the movies, what TV, what social media, the dopamine told them.
Yes.
And they grow up in an environment where they have to be doted on, where they're the focus of every man's attention. They go out the house and you know, every man's, you know, conservatively, at least 3 times a day, some guy's giving them attention.
Compliments them
or whatever it is, right?
The work husband type of thing.
And then you have this stable environment at home where that might not necessarily be happening to the level that they're looking for, and they become disgruntled.
That reminds me of Adam and Eve. Because Adam wasn't with Eve when she was listening to the Negro that told her to go against her God. He was somewhere doing his purpose. But guess what? He knew how to take care of his household, and he also knew how to rule the planet.
And then what happened? What we read in 31. He abused this world because he wanted to please his wife over God.
Right. That's exactly what happened.
And that's what wound up happening. What were you going to say, Benson?
So basically what you're saying is a woman going out doing these things, it's more of an emotional thing versus with a man. If a man goes out and does it, it's just just is what it is. But it's more emotion.
And that's why women, again, not that infidelity's right at all, cheating's right at all, but women are usually more hurt because emotions are connected to the physical act, less so for men. So when it's hard for them to overcome that because most of the time the reason they cheat is for emotional reasons. So they feel like you were emotionally driven to be with someone else. And I'm not saying that doesn't happen sometimes in the case of a man, but sometimes, you know, like there's a disconnection. It's just very different dynamics. And going back to without dealing with the cheating part of it, what happens is this is why they seek the dates. This is why they're so much happier after some travel or whatever it is. And then you come back to the real world, and I'm ready to get back to business with the Lord's work and do what I got to do. And then they're disgruntled. Right. So, you know, that's why I do try to make it a point to find the time to make the effort, you know, and do those type of things. I'm especially very family driven, and you would think most women would be happy, but even my wife gets upset with that, and she's like, "Oh, but you know, you always want to do stuff with the kids, and you know, what about with me and this and that?" And I'm like, "Oh,
Lord, have mercy."
I'm like, "All right, you know,
fix it, Jesus."
Right?
Take
It's
the
like,
wheel.
Yeah, you know, it's like, you know, I want you like somewhere nearby, like you know, on the roof or something.
On the roof or something.
Oh man, right. So they'll be like, "Damn, oh, you know," it's like, "Damn," I can't win. You know, I'm here being a family man.
Damn if you do.
Yeah.
Right.
Leave.
Why?
Yeah,
Because television, because Barbie, because whatever else makes them want to, you know. She says she just wants you to sport a little bit. Yeah, but a little bit for y'all and a little bit for me is
it's
a little bit for me might be like, you know, 2 hours max of chill time. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, you want a whole day. It's like, oh, did we get the whole day together? Doesn't that sound great?
Ain't that better? Ain't that better?
Okay, you drive. I'll let you drive. Okay, I'll be in the passenger seat. Over here on my phone and stuff.
Little bit's very different perception. What's a little bit? Right. You know? Very different perception. Anyway, let's get back to this, all right? Because we're gonna run out of time, and I'm not gonna get. See, we took the whole long way around, and I'm not gonna get to go through everything.
Plus and a half.
Come on.
No, that's over with.
Where we at?
Right. He said you're supposed to beat the Doonies and never leave type of marriage. Come on, go ahead. Read Corinthians 7:1.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 7 and verse 1. Now, concerning the things whereof ye wrote unto me, it is good for a man not to touch a woman.
Come on.
Nevertheless, to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife, and let every woman have her own husband.
Right. So this is why he's saying that to avoid fornication, because why? Let's get that in Hebrews about marriage, right?
Can
you
I
have
say
to understand
something real
this.
quick
Go ahead.
on this? When you touch another woman sexually, that's fornication. Just want to put this out there because, you know, had brothers ask, well, am I still a virgin? Because, you know, yes, that is fornication. When you touch her, or she touches you, the hell is this? That's it. Public service announcement. The real quick of the night.
Yes, leave us alone, but don't leave us by ourselves.
Right.
Said my Lord is Ephraim. Leave us alone, but don't leave us by ourselves. Right? Go ahead, come on.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 13 and verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled. But whoremongers and adulterers God will judge.
Right. So when he goes back and we're reading in 7:2, he says to avoid fornication. any sex that's not in the constraints of marriage is considered fornication, right? Any sexual activity that's not in the constraints of marriage is fornication. It falls under fornication, right? So read 7 and 2 again now. Come on.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 7, verse 2. Nevertheless, to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife, and let every woman have her own husband.
Meaning, you're not supposed to have this casual sleeping around. This is why we know there's no dating, right? Because, how do you know there's no dating? How do you know there's no dating? Well, this is probably one of the best scriptures that you can use for that, along with Hebrews, right? It's talking about, because why? What happens when you date? You don't wait till marriage to have sex in the world.
Post up.
Right. Sometimes first date, maybe the third.
Yeah.
Most women are not going more than 3 dates without
something.
Bro, and understanding what we understand now, man, to be so cavalier to give. I remember one time Bishop Yawsop said in the class, he said, your vagina's between your legs, difficult to get to, not on your elbow.
Right.
Damn it.
That you just here, have some.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. It takes some work.
It takes some work to get there. Right? It takes some work to get there. Yet if you think about it, man, because 3 dates is what the world kind of said is like reasonable.
Right.
It's like, damn, that's
you're not too fast, but at the same time, you're not being prude.
Bro.
Yeah.
Right.
Gotcha, bitch. That's wild, bro.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's wild. Like, you look back at that stuff, that's wild.
That's crazy work.
And then you diving into that, not knowing, what do you know about this person?
Right.
Nothing.
I'm about to.
Like, even from a man's perspective. Like, even from a man's perspective, what do you know about this person? Are you gonna stick your rod in there?
Nothing. But those thoughts don't even come to mind.
And let's not even consider disease or anything else.
Right.
But the cray from the emotional attachment.
Everything.
Because I've been there.
Yeah,
there's been some regrets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh snap, damn, And then if you beat the Doonies off it, and she just
she ain't never
trying to run you over with a car.
She ain't never leaving.
No, you know what I'm saying?
She never want you to leave.
Yeah,
right.
No, yeah.
No.
And then it's hard after that to like get rid of them.
Right. This is fact.
Right.
I mean, I'm talking carnal now. Obviously, we don't roll that way.
You
so you see the depths of fornication with that stuff.
Yeah.
But damn, women, 3 dates in, giving it up. Man, what was I watching one time? I was watching something recently. I don't know if it was some show. And she met a dude, and it was going good, and she told him outright, like, she goes like at least 30 days or 10 dates or whatever it was before she do something, and he charmed her and everything, and then she gave it up after that time. She was like, yo, I thought this was the one. And then like she caught him like he left, and like she saw him one day like getting coffee, and she's like, yo, what happened? And it was like, oh, I waited the limit so that I could hit it.
Right.
Damn it.
Damn.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Hey, that sounds like that Think Like a Man movie.
Nah, but it wasn't that. It was something else. It was something else. It was some other thing that I said. Damn, Steve Harvey said 90 days. Still too damn soon. But nobody does that. Nobody does 90 days.
Nah.
Y'all know what you was doing in the world.
And in the world, it's a sport.
And you thought 3 dates. You thought 3 dates, 4 dates, 5 dates, 6 dates maybe.
Yeah.
And some of y'all was doing it even before that.
Yeah.
Let me not get into the body count thing. Sisters get sensitive about that.
We got the deep ditch on the screen.
Clown have mercy.
Right.
Hello.
He got the deep ditch. Right. That's the deep ditch.
I started editing that video about having this one.
Damn, some is 3 hours. Oh snap! That now you really micro breaking it down, right?
Man,
that's crazy work.
Oh man, right?
Is it a lie though?
You go on the date. You have this whole date plan.
Right.
Sometimes y'all don't make it past the dinner. Like you're supposed to do dinner and drinks, or
Check,
drinks
please.
and dinner. Sometimes it's after drinks, and you're like, are you supposed to do dinner and a movie?
Like, what's up?
And it's like,
Let's do the movie at home.
And it's like after dinner, like, yo, let's go home.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Damn.
I started editing this. I forgot we had this.
Oh, we gotta do that.
Yeah. We'll come back to it. We gotta come.
You
back.
gotta find the best clips because it's too long.
It is long.
But we gotta chop it up. How long is it?
Body count. It's 9 minutes.
4.
If people's body counts was on their forehead.
Right. If we could do 4 to 5 minutes of that, I think it'd be acceptable.
Oh yeah.
I think it'd be
That
acceptable.
that was crazy. That was good.
Right? Yeah. Sometimes that. Yo, and then you got this way of dating now, like with online. I was reading an article the other day, and like most people, it used to be like they showed a graph, like people would meet somebody at church, work, through friends or family,
right?
And that's gone down, and people meet each other online exponentially now.
That's crazy.
And it's like, damn, like how much
you don't know anything.
At least there was something where someone could vouch for somebody back in the day to some extent, right?
Yeah.
Like community wise. Oh yeah, I know this person. That's my this. That's my that, or whatever it is.
Like, oh, bro, stay back, type of thing. Or...
But bro, knowing what I know now, and you think about it, and it's like, damn, it was like 3 dates in, and sisters was giving it up. What do you know about this person?
Yeah, it's true.
And you can't get no closer than be like, yo, be inside me. It's one thing like you touch me, now you're inside me.
But that shows you how detached people are too.
That's what it is. That's such a great word. It's so simple. It's detachment.
Mm-hmm.
And we're detached from something that has so much meaning.
That's crazy.
What is this?
Hey, this is throwing the hot dog down the hallway.
Oh snap!
Damn.
Jesus Christ! No, but I'm not even talking. I'm just thinking about it from the perspective of dignity,
right?
Or whatever it is, and it's like, damn,
Yeah.
And then not to mention, again, I've always said this before. Not that it's right, casing or uncased, right? It's fornication regardless.
Right.
But then, bro, it'd be uncased too, and then your crazy ass trying to go in there uncased too.
Jesus! Right.
Oh my goodness, man, it's wild, bro. It's wild. This is why he says it's fornication outside of it. Let's go back, 7 and 2.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 7 and verse 2. Nevertheless, to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife, and let every woman have her own husband.
Right. Now, jump to verse 7.
Verse 7. For I would that all men were even as myself, but every man hath his proper gift of God.
So he's letting you know that that's a gift. To be able to say that I'm going to be able to maintain and devote myself to the Lord, that's a gift. Not everybody can do that, right? Mm-hmm. And he says, let everybody have their proper gift. Keep reading.
One after this manner and another after that.
Right, and he's like, one after this manner, that it's a gift that I can say that I didn't want to get married, and I wanted to devote my life to the Lord. And if you think about it, he had a lot of reasons behind that, right? Because he talks often how shamed he was of how he persecuted the ministry, and he persecuted those that followed after Christ.
Right.
So he felt like he needed to really kind of, because of that guilt that he had,
dedicate himself,
and that realization that he had, that he needed to dedicate himself to the ministry of Christ. So that's another reason he was empowered in that. He says, but not everybody he's calling that a gift. That's a gift to be able to not want to be married, not want to, jump into it. Now keep reading.
I say therefore to the unmarried and widows, it is good for them if they abide even as I.
Right, and that's why you know that gift can be for women too, right? Because he says the unmarried and widows. He's talking about male and female here. So yes, women can have that. That's why this goes back to the argument, oh, women got to get married.
Oh, that's
most young women will want to get married.
Right.
That's plain. That's why when you read about the widows fund, he says they're under a certain age. Don't put them in the widows fund because their youth might make them want to go again.
Yes.
Right? They're going to want to find somebody.
Yes.
But it's very realistic that there might be some amongst us, men and women, that'll say, I'm not going to do it. Now, I might just be talking crap, but I've told my wife this before. I said, Lord forbid something ever happen to you, whether you fall out or Lord forbid, the Lord take you before me. I don't think I want to go through all that.
It's a lot.
Knowing what I know now and the amount of work that I have, my kids are somewhat grown-ish, they're not grown adults. I don't think I'd want to remarry.
Right.
I could be talking crap. You don't know till you get to that point.
Right.
But I believe, like, damn, like just with the understanding that I have now and all the crazy women.
Right. Makes sense. It makes sense.
I don't know that I would. And maybe I can say that because I'm pushing 50 and it's a little different.
Yeah.
So you younger guy, Louvain, looking at me like, oh my God, I can't wait to get married.
Louvain is.
Look at his face. Look the eye. Look at the eye.
Yeah. Do it again.
Yeah. He said maybe in 7 more years I'll feel like you, but he said right now.
Right now.
He said right now.
Okay.
Que lo que?
Right.
Yeah.
But
yo no sé.
But I don't know that I'd want to. You know, I know because my wife would be like, oh, you know, because your man is different. You want. No, it's true. It is different, and we are built different. Remember, we were the ones that were allowed to have multiple wives. Why? Because we deal with things different. Right. You know, like we're able to kind of move, and you know, we know our purpose and move. You know, that's like all things being right, and we're in our right mind and our right spirit. You know, that's another reason you don't have multiple wives now in these last days. You know what I'm saying? Like. We're not set up for that. Men be simping, you know.
This is facts.
So right, so yeah, like you know, if I were to really reflect on it, think long and hard about it, I don't know that I want to do that again. No, and it's not some romanticized thing like, oh my gosh, my wife was the one and this and that. I want to get a big head either.
Oh my god.
I don't know that I want. I think a lot of sisters are bugged out and crazy, and I don't know that I want to go through that process.
Right.
I don't know that I want to go through that process. So read this again, 7.
Verse 7.
We're going to read down to 9. Come on.
For I would that all men were even as I myself. But every man have his proper gift of God. One after this manner, and another after that.
Right. Go ahead. Come on.
I say therefore to the unmarried and widows.
Right. Go ahead.
It is good for them if they abide even as I.
Why? Because of what we read in 32. You don't got to be with carefulness. You could just focus on the Lord. You don't got to worry about all the other things. Because a woman that really understands what it means to be married, your husband becomes the number one thing in your life. He represents Christ. He is your Lord. You say Lord for a reason. If you ain't ready for that to be the apple of your eye, then you really need to reconsider marriage. You want to get married for your romantic reasons, for you to have somebody to watch Netflix with. And I just broke down to you that like it might be like that in the beginning, but he going to want to be by himself. With the fan on and the AC blasting and the TV loud.
With the 67 degrees.
Or with the blanket. And guess what? If you get under the blanket, it get too hot.
Right.
Damn. Yes.
Hey, this is facts.
I know. Can I tell you? Can I tell you? Like I said, I ain't got no problem using myself.
Yeah.
I want to say like 2-3 years ago, I switched to my own blanket in bed.
Bang.
Damn it.
And my wife's still salty about it. So there's every now and then.
But it makes so much sense.
I got tired of fighting for the blanket.
Right.
I got tired of being hot under the blanket. I said, I'm sleeping with my own blanket from now on. What you do to me? Bro, you over there messing with all those things.
Man, he smashed the thing. You hit a nerve. You hit a nerve.
He got all that static.
Ay, Dios mío.
Damn, Messiah.
There go the show.
He was too excited about that.
Yeah,
I guess you frustrated that you don't have your own blanket?
You hit a nerve with that blanket.
So now you're going to use the show tonight to go buy your own blanket? Damn, he messed up the whole soundboard.
Yeah.
Too much fire came out.
Lord have mercy.
He
we
said,
must stay
damn it,
focused,
I want my own
brothers. We
blanket.
must stay focused.
You think you can do it? Yo, as is the judges.
Lord have mercy. We must.
We can't hear nothing y'all saying. Oh my gosh.
Can y'all hear? Wait,
snap.
can y'all hear?
They
Can
put
you
the
hear us
disclaimer,
right now?
We are not a hate group. Oh snap! They said they heard
We're back.
Benson.
We're back.
What about
Oh,
us?
man.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear us?
Yes. Okay. All right.
All right.
That's funny.
All right. Let's stop for a second. Put the camera on the Shia.
Yeah. Put it right on Officer Shia.
Sister Tara, I know you be watching. Can this man have his own blanket?
Can we get him his own blanket?
Can we get him his own blanket?
Yeah.
Yo,
right before the Sabbath comes in.
That thing.
Before the double Sabbath comes in.
Yo, order it on Amazon Prime tonight.
Yes,
I feel
Prime
like
it.
we're doing an exorcism right now.
For real, because I don't know what just happened.
He done. If y'all missed it, I spoke about the blanket thing. He slapped the hell out the table so hard that the soundboard went out. The whole mixer went out. Cause he was like, oh my gosh, it all makes sense
snap.
now. Why am I
did I think of that?
Why am I struggling with the blanket? Sis,
Marriage exorcism.
I suspect he's gonna go look for a blanket tonight.
Yes. Please, can this man get his own blanket?
Give him a break. All right,
Dang,
don't
you
give him
know
no
what?
grief
Yeah.
over that. All right,
Not
your
that
marriage
picture.
might be happier.
Do we
with
need to
his
do a
own blanket.
fundraiser for your blanket? Dang.
So, hey, so I got my own blanket, right? So my wife jokes with me sometimes that she wants to sleep at her own bed. You know, like back in the day, they had the separate beds. You only came together for whatever.
Right.
And I tell her no. But she's like, but you got your own blanket. Like, she tried to flip it on me. That goes back to what Paul O'Neill said. I want to be, I don't want to be alone.
Right.
What was it?
I want to be alone,
but I don't want to be by myself.
Right.
So
Right.
that's the compromise. I sleep with my blanket, right?
Right.
So I sleep with my own blanket because, you know, it regulates my heat perfectly.
Right.
I don't got to worry about nothing.
That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? Damn. But it's going to change your marriage.
It is.
At least for you.
Yo,
Right. For real.
yo. If I would have known this at Tabernacles,
He's still out of breath. Look, he's still out of breath.
Hey,
If I would have thought about this at Tabernacles, bro, I was struggling at Tabernacles, bro.
Yo. So can I tell you, like, I did take pity on her at Tabernacles. We were sleeping in our separate sleeping bags, but on the same bed, and it was lovely, bro. That's why you were saying I would jump into my sleeping bag, and I wouldn't be cold. Like, I was good. Like, I would get up. I had the little hood on mine, and I was and I would just sleep like this. Like, I would sleep like this. Like, if I'm in the coffin, I just sleep like this, and it was good money.
Yeah.
But she was like dying of the cold, so I knew the sleeping bags could zip together. That's why I said, just zip them together. I said, I'll get in the sleeping bag with you. I was like, it's cold enough. I'll put an arm or a leg out.
Yeah.
I think it'll work. You know, it's like 35 degrees, so you know, just
Right.
can't say that I'm heartless.
Right.
I gave her some warmth
Compromise.
while we was out there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In the sleeping bag.
But when we go back home.
Struggling at Tabernacles,
But
bro.
when we go back home.
Right. Damn. I thought we weren't going to get back online. I closed the Bible and everything. Let's finish up this thought. We're going to do the weaker vessel part. I mean, this was still kind of weaker vessel, but we'll run the weaker vessel thing back. So let's go back to where I was.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter.
Yeah, I'm not heartless. I consider
Yeah.
that she's my flesh. You know, she said, "Oh, that was sweet." I didn't do it to be sweet. I was being compassionate.
Right.
Right.
You have a heart.
Right. Exactly.
Verse 9. But if they cannot contain, let them marry.
Right. So he says, if the unmarried or the widows cannot contain, let them marry. Why? So that you don't fornicate. You don't do sex outside of marriage. But if you're able to contain all the multitude of other reasons that people try to give people to persuade them to marry or remarry, is not necessary, because those things aren't impulsive as much as sexual desire can be.
Right.
So if your loins ain't on fire, chill. That's what he's saying, right? But go ahead, read 9 from the top again.
But if they cannot contain, let them marry. For it is better to marry than to burn.
Right. So now I'm gonna get to the burn part, okay? But hold on, sister. So you don't like to cuddle? Yeah, but for a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
A finger or a toe, you good.
For a little bit.
No,
you know
for a
what I'm
little
saying?
bit,
Like a leg
Yeah.
on the leg for a little bit. Like
I like
Once
to
it gets
cuddle.
hot, once it gets hot,
Exactly.
it's
You get a
Hey,
finger or
D,
a toe.
can I read verse 20?
Oh yeah. Because you were holding on to what you wanted to say. Okay.
Yeah.
Because then I'm gonna explain this burning part and we're gonna go over a little bit. I didn't want to plus because I want to go home and go to sleep. But I'm good. I got energized. I talked my way into it.
Let's
All
go.
right? But we're gonna go a little over because I want to finish the thought on the burning.
Right.
So people get it right. Go ahead.
And he expounds more. He says the same thing over and over, different ways, same thing. Read verse 23.
Verse 23.
No, verse 24.
Verse 24. Brethren, let every man, wherein he is called, therein abide with God.
He's talking about the gift, right? He's talking about the gift. Go ahead.
Now concerning virgins, I have no commandment of the Lord. Yet I give my judgment as one that hath obtained mercy of the Lord to be faithful.
And that's what you were saying earlier, where he says he had to go in for the Lord. He said, I
Yeah.
obtained mercy,
Yeah.
so now I got to focus
Right.
on that mercy.
And this doesn't contradict the part where he says he had a thorn in his side and the concupiscence and all, right? What he's just saying is that he was able to not move on those things.
Right.
His desire to serve the Lord was greater than whatever thorn he had in his side. Meaning, it didn't mean he didn't occasionally have desire.
Right.
He's just saying, I
He
just
says
didn't
that
want
in
the.
Romans.
I said, I just didn't want the. Can you imagine him married, doing the travels and doing everything that he did?
He never see his wife. He wouldn't be able to do the
And
same
he
with her.
understood that he couldn't be able to do it because he would have to care for his family.
Right.
Bro, if I was single, I would have no problem being gone, like up to a year
International.
even.
Right.
If I needed to, right? But that's a little bit of a strain. I mean, some of us are stretching it out. Some of us are going longer. As we're able. I think the most we've done is like a month at a time. Some of us, not me yet.
3 months, right?
But like, as far as those of us who are married with kids, and it's not even so much the wife part, but it's like you being away from the kids for that long and stuff like that. So it's different. I'm not saying you can't do it and you shouldn't do it. It's just it's different. It's tough.
Right.
It's tough, right? So it's like when military goes on deployment, right? And the wife has to be gone all that time. And you know what typically happens there.
That is some wicked stuff, bro.
Oh my gosh.
That is some wicked stuff in the Esau's military.
Yes. So was that in your point?
No, go ahead, real quick.
Verse 24.
26.
26. I suppose, therefore, that this is good for the present distress. I say that it is good for a man so to be.
Go ahead.
Art thou bound unto a wife? Seek not to be loose.
You got a wife? Care for the things of this world, right? Like he says above. Go ahead.
Art thou loose from a wife? Seek not a wife.
So that's what he's going into. If you can contain. Stay single. Seek not a wife. Go ahead.
Verse 28. But, and if thou marry, thou hast not sinned.
But if you marry, that's what he says.
Right, and he's trying to tell you, I'm telling you preference. Right? I'm telling you how you're going to be more devoted to the Lord.
Right.
But it's not a sin just like it's not a sin to remain unmarried.
Exactly.
Because why would he say that?
Right.
Why would he say that in 8? So the unmarried and widows is good for them if they abide even as I. So that's why that whole doctrine of that, you got to get married.
For the persecution
No.
and stuff like that.
But like I said, usually young, it's rare that somebody younger is not going to want to.
Right.
That's when you got to kind of raise your ears up a little bit.
Why?
Right? And maybe you'll have one, I want to finish school first. I want to do this. I want to do that. But there's going to come a point where it's like, okay, are you just here to hoe around then? Right? That's when you got to start to raise the questions, right? But, past a certain age, but it's not the same. I'm sorry. It's not. It's just different.
Right.
I'm not saying you don't have desires. It's just not the same.
I can imagine.
It's much more toned down. And then I think just the more involved in the work you are, the less, you're like.
It's a focus.
Yeah, it doesn't become such a driving force for you.
Right.
So.
Can we finish that at verse 28?
Verse 28. But, and if thou marry, thou hast not sinned.
Go ahead.
And if a virgin marry, she have not sinned.
She hasn't sinned. Go ahead.
Nevertheless,
like it says in verse 9, it is better to marry than to burn. But nevertheless,
such shall have trouble in the flesh. But I spare you.
He's saying if you marry, so you don't burn, you have trouble in the flesh.
Right. You're going to have all the things that come with a marriage, the disagreements, the people getting along. Because think about it. You have that in the body amongst brothers and sisters. You think that's not going to exist in your marriage?
Yeah.
Right? Like, again, and the fairy tale, the movies makes you think that there's no issues. So when you have issues, right?
Like what's
And
going
I don't know,
on?
and most men take that in stride, but then women blow that thing out of proportion. You think it's normal that it's like, yeah, I think that's very normal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that's very normal, right? But let's go back. I want to finish up the thought on burning. All right? Read 9.
Verse 9. But if they cannot contain, let them marry. For it is better to marry than to burn.
Now, we just went through the whole context of what he's saying here. You brought out I'm glad you brought those scriptures out because it's going to support what I'm about to say. I've even had captains tell me, because, right, I'll give you an example. We have a little chat where brothers and sisters that are interested in looking for somebody and they haven't seen somebody that they want, they'll say, hey, keep an eye out for me, or, do you have somebody in mind for me? And then they get on certain leadership's radar and we'll kind of put them out there and say, hey, do you have anybody for this brother or this sister? Right? Potentially. This is the things that they're looking for at a basic level. Here's some of their pictures, whatever, right? And I don't think I'm giving away too much when I say that. It's not like a dating site or nothing like that. It's more like, hey, we're putting the word out.
Yeah.
I have a brother or sister that's interested. Keep an eye out. This is the type of thing they're looking for if somebody pops in your mind, right? And that's it. It's not like, oh, let's connect and start talking or nothing like that.
It's not a dating chat.
It's not a dating chat. It's all leadership guided. They don't even get to go on it.
Right.
It's just leadership that'll say, hey, I think this might be a good fit. Based on what you put here, I think this might be a good fit. Anyway, with that being said, we came up with the ladies in waiting, right? Where we're trying to prep these women to put them in the right frame of mind for marriage, right? So it's kind of like, and I love it because I've said you shouldn't talk to nobody in here until they've been here at least 3 years, nor should you be looking for somebody until you've been in this walk for at least 3 years, right? And for me, I think that's just, and based on my experience too, because I remember like my first 2 years, you might be on fire and everything, but it's just so much coming at you. And it's such a lifestyle change. It's such a behavior change. I think there's still a lot of baggage that you have to cut off from you. I'm talking about new people coming into this. That I think anybody less than 3 years in this, as hard as it is that there will be trouble in the flesh, you shouldn't want to get a husband or wife yet, and you shouldn't talk to anybody that's less than 3 years in this.
Right.
Build a foundation.
Right. Let them build a foundation in Christ and a root in themselves.
Right, in Christ. Right.
In Christ before you start adding in other things to the mix.
Right.
Right? Because you have the cares of this world, not abuse it, the things that please, right? And then once you do that, I believe it should be at least 3 years proving. And that's modest. That's modest. It should really be as long as it takes for you to feel sure and confident.
Right.
But I think 3 is a good measure. So if you think about it, you come into this walk, you shouldn't be married until 6 years in, and that's if you don't skip a beat. Ideally. So we have this program that kind of helps stretch that out a little bit because we're putting sisters in a frame of mind to kind of like Titus 2 goes into teach them how to love their husbands, be good chase keepers at home. And the program's kind of guided in that regard, right? It teaches them all these different aspects of expectations by women who are experienced in marriage, in the truth, not just marriage. And they come out of that program, and it's designed for them to come out and be kind of closer and a little more prepared. So just like we build the men up, the sisters are being built up in that as well, right? It's beautiful. And I literally had captains talking about, oh, but what about brothers that are burning? And I said, you just don't understand nothing about marriage then. And it made me realize that there's this misunderstanding about what Paul is saying here in verse 9.
Right.
It does not mean you throw all these other things to the wind just because you want to get married. Because a lot of people are doing that, and while we've put some respect on the process and we're making them married, you're having all these issues that are coming up in the marriage. Right? It says it's better to marry than to burn. That doesn't mean that you forget all the other reasons why you marry, what's the expectations in marriage, all of that stuff. You don't just get a spouse because you want to bust a nut.
Right.
Or you want to feel some ride, you want to feel some pressure, or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's not the reason. You understand that it's not your gift to remain unmarried, and then you discipline yourself for the long haul proving process.
The proving process.
To then get married. And if that means you wait a little bit, then you wait a little bit. I said, damn, what a sad excuse that you're worried that a brother's going to commit fornication because he can't wait till sisters come out of a program to be a little more prepared before there's an eligible round of sisters.
This is true.
It don't make sense. And now listen, we're not saying you can't get married outside of those things, but you're not going to have our blessing.
Right.
And you damn sure not going to have a wedding feast in here.
Right.
It's helping brothers get in the mindset not to take a woman for lust.
Exactly.
If you're moving in that prior mindset, then it's more lust driving the decision.
Mm-hmm.
And then one thing that I noticed about, I've heard you say before, when we're reading through prophecy, there's a lot said in just a verse, right?
Yeah.
But it could be hundreds of time is not taken into consideration, right?
Right.
And this verse right here, though it's a short verse, he just made the statement, if you abide like Paul did, that was his entire life he was single. That's a longevity of time in that verse.
Yeah.
Versus the other side is like, if you're going to get a wife, there's still, like you said, there's the process and all of the things that go into fulfilling that part of not taking a woman for lust or for fornication. You still got to go through a process.
Right.
So it's heavy. It's time.
Sis said, good sex doesn't mean good. It might not even be good sex. You're burning, so you just want to freaking
get in.
You have post-nut clarity after that. You're like, oh, man, what did I do? I've seen a lot of marriages. They waited the year. They do all that. And then they wound up in divorce. And then because there is no divorce, save for the reasons that the scripture tells you, they wind up leaving the truth.
Right.
Lord have mercy.
Because they don't want to be, because they know that's not going to go down here.
Right.
Shit, we had a brother walk up out of here talk about, I don't want to be with my wife no more. And I know y'all not going to allow that, so I'm not coming back.
Crazy.
Right.
And then try to backtrack on that like 2 weeks later.
Hey, that's what Christ said. That's what Christ said. No, the apostles told Christ, you know what? Damn.
Hey, and sis, and even if it was, and even if it was good sex, whatever defines that for somebody, that wanes. People get fat, lazy.
This is true.
And if you really don't like them, like transient attraction is very different than long-term attraction for somebody.
This is true.
Right? And if you don't understand what I mean, at first glance, you can like something. Like, you ever go test drive a car based on the way it looked?
Yes.
And then you drive it and you go,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And not so great. I don't think I can drive this for 4 years, 3 years, 5 years, right? Look nice, but it's not great. And it doesn't have this and it doesn't have that, right? And not that you try things out here, but again, it goes to show you like the mentality of, let me get married because I'm burning. That's not what Paul's saying. He's talking about if you have the gift that he has, then he encourages you to explore if that's something in you. What he's saying is, how you going to know you have that gift if you don't really try to sit down and put that in perspective?
Right, right.
Are you just going through the motions because that's what everybody does? They seek a spouse and they do all this stuff? Or is that something you really want and all that comes with it? And listen, that can change. Like I said, I wouldn't remarry. He says it now. If you're loosed, don't seek a wife. Right? That doesn't just mean if you're single. It means if you're loosed. Because remember, early on he talks about the, if the unbelieving depart or whatever.
Right.
He's like, don't go looking for another one. Right? Take a step back, reflect, and think of what you can potentially do and build in yourself now.
And he goes to say.
But I also know that circumstance can change things.
Yeah.
So I would never say never, but most likely is never.
Right.
Especially the older I get. Let me do that. Are you kidding me? And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it. There's some beautiful weddings, 70, 80-year-olds we've had. But come on, man. Like, really? Because I'm burning? Right. You go, but let me tell you. And I'm not going to say which camp. Because I'm thinking of old people. Older guy, older sister.
Right.
They had their own little arrangement, right? Sister winds up, unbeknownst to us, so they were proving. Sister moves to where he is, right? Sister gets on hard times financially. Unbeknownst to us, he was helping her with her bills because he wanted her closer while they proved.
Oh, wow.
Right? True story.
I lie not.
Nightmare of a marriage. 6 months, 7 months maybe into the proving, because they were going to go by a year.
Right.
A year and done. Which people are doing it just to appease. They're not doing it to enrich themselves in that year. Right? And that was the year. And that's why I said it should be longer. Comes to the school to ask for help for her rent.
After being married.
Not married yet.
Wait. The brother asked for her?
She asked, and then he advocated for her.
Okay.
And then says, well, and it was too much money. The camp didn't have it. We said,
Right.
we can't help her with that much rent. He said, well, she's going to be homeless. And I was helping her to a point. And, part of the reason was I told her that she wouldn't have to worry. I would take care of her when we get married. He says, if y'all don't help her, then I'm just going to have to get married and not wait the year. I said, wait, is that a threat?
Right.
Like if we don't give her money,
Giving an ultimatum?
you want me to wait a year, basically, is what he said.
Right.
But since you won't help her with her rent, I'm going to have to marry her.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I can't do the year now. I got to.
A man with rank.
That's crazy.
Damn.
So we said, you go do whatever you think is prudent, but you're not going to have a feast. You're not going to do this stuff, right? You do it. Went, got married. Not a month, 2 months in.
All hell breaks loose.
Bro.
The black ninja.
Bro, they cursing each other out. Damn. They hate him. He's saying, oh, I can't. Praying to the Lord so that she could hear that the Lord kill her. She praying that the Lord kill him so that they could hear, bruh. I remember when
Like
I finally
loud
saw the
prayers?
brother. I wasn't even gonna entertain it. I just told him because he was all defensive. I guess ready. I told him, "Hey, how's marriage?" I had no choice. I had to get married. I had no choice, bro. Wow, bro. I'm telling you the stuff. I'm not even giving you the details of the things that they've said to each other and all this other stuff. So the burning past. He's an old man, so it's probably not even like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like once a week, maybe. You know what I'm saying? For you to build your vigor up. You know, like.
Right. Yeah.
Nah, bro, a little longer. Come on, man.
And this is what you get. So again, you got to put that burning in context. What he's saying is that if you haven't explored the gift that you have, that if you can consider that you can remain unmarried, and you feel like you're gonna err, that don't mean just get married just for that. You then to need to assess. That's what whole 1 Corinthians 7 is going into. Then you need to assess all these things before you move in that direction.
Right.
So it vexed me. It vexed me like crazy when I saw, and it was a captain no less talking about, well, what about brothers who are burning? I was like, bro, are you serious? And it's not a dumb captain. You'd be surprised if I told you who it was. I'm not going to tell you who it was. You'd be surprised if I tell you who it was. That's why I tell you there's such a difference between knowledge and wisdom when it comes to this stuff.
I got a question. And this might sidetrack. It could be a topic for later. How do you not invest so much in a proving process?
What do you mean? How do you not invest so much?
Like, how do you not, and say like you're like say a year and a half in, maybe 2 years, proving, right? And you don't invest yourself too much in, like maybe emotionally, or to where like, hey, if things don't work out, or I just don't see something there, it wouldn't hurt me, or see what I'm saying?
No, I mean, I think by our nature, we're emotionally invested in everything that we do.
Right.
From your job to even food, the movie you like, your favorite prophet. I mean, whatever it is, I think just by our nature, we're emotionally invested in everything that we do. I mean, look at how passionate I get about pizza and Judah not being the ones to invent barbecue.
Wow, hammers.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit. No, sorry.
I'm just throwing some bombs in there. I'm not going to start the food debates. But we did talk about it at Tabernacles, though.
Yeah.
And
it was confirmed? Stamped?
Bro, Judah cannot win when I give him the challenge.
Stamped?
5 combos.
Damn.
Complete.
No, it's facts.
All right.
Yeah.
It don't work.
Done.
It don't work. We're emotionally invested in everything, so I don't think it's just that you're emotionally invested. It's just, are you able to take emotional inventory and be disciplined enough to move past the things that you feel strongly about when they don't go your way?
Right.
And that's hard for people to do.
So it's kind of like the movie about that said, if you feel the heat in 45 seconds.
Yeah. It don't mean you don't. And you know, I'm glad you brought that up. That's the movie Heat. You notice when he's leaving the woman, he paused for a second.
He did.
He did.
So it didn't mean that you're not emotionally invested.
Got you.
You just have something.
His purpose was more.
I'm going to tell you what it is. Go to verse 32.
Verse 32. But I would have you without...
I'm sorry, 33.
Verse 33.
No, 32. 32 is the right one. Sorry.
But I would have you without carefulness. He that is unmarried careth of the things that belong to the Lord, how he may please the Lord.
He had something there that was more of an anchor for him, that when that emotional investment was there, he was able to say, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to move in this way. I'm going to do that, you know? And that's really what it boils down to. But interestingly enough, it wasn't the woman. It was the revenge for his friend
right.
that got him jacked in the end.
Driving force.
Because if you remember in the movie, John Voight's character is talking to him, and he's seeing the sign for the airport, and he's like, you're home free, brother.
Right.
And he says, but I got to give you information. This guy, we found him at the hotel. And he was like, all right. And then what does he do? You see him in the car. He's driving, and he starts beating the crap out of the steering wheel because he knows that it's eating him so much that he's about to break his one rule. And he goes to kill the guy, and he gets him. But then as a result of him doing that, he got caught. He could have left with all the money. He could have sent for the chick later.
Right.
With all the money he had from the heist. So you're always emotionally invested. It's just how you're able to discipline that to move past it. Take the emotional inventory and then move past those things. So good analogy when you break down the movie and stuff like that in that regard. So we understand it doesn't mean marry because you want to.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
It means if you know that you can't contain those urges, then take stock of what marriage is going to be like. Make sure you have all that in order, and then go through the proper process of seeking a spouse.
In time.
In time.
Can we read one verse real quick? 35.
Go ahead.
Get 35 for me.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 7, verse 35. And this I speak for your own profit, not that I may cast a snare upon you.
So these things are it's for our own profit, right? To actually reflect on what it really means to not take a woman for lust, to not just go into marriage because you're burning, right? Read.
But for that which is comely.
Because that which is comely. Read.
And that ye may attend upon the Lord without distraction.
Because regardless of the decision we make, it's all about the mindset that Paul's been talking about the entire time he's in there. He's trying to persuade everybody to attend upon the Lord without distraction. So whatever choice and route we take, that's the mindset we want to maintain throughout the process.
See, I like what he said. He said, it's not a snare.
Right.
So like when Deacon's saying 3 years in the truth and then another 3 years, it's not a snare.
Right.
It's for, it says.
For your profit.
It's for your, but for that which is comely. Exactly. Because then you'll have these stories that you and the leadership have and bishops have, and hey, story time every Sabbath, and the Black Ninja, and
But it's wild.
Yeah.
It's wild, the stuff that you see. This was wild, the stuff that you see. Someone said Gad invented barbecue. We had this discussion at Tabernacles, too.
Yeah. Oh, God.
No.
Don't do it.
Gad did not invent
Don't
barbecue.
start. It's a power. We're closing the power hours.
It's official from Bishop Kanai on down. We giving Gad corn, all right? Anything corn.
I can see that. I can see that. I can see that.
Anything corn.
Wow.
Right.
Even I'm surprised with that, bro.
Right.
Anything corn, Gad, you got it.
Does that include the fry bread?
Fry bread. Corn, you got it. Issachar, don't be in your feelings with the tortillas. We talking about corn in all its forms.
Corn in all its forms.
We giving corn to Gad. We giving corn.
Issachar.
We giving corn to Gad, and that's about it.
Wow, bro. I'm appalled at that. Wow.
Nah. And then you know what kills me is that when Judah realizes that they don't really have cuisine, they either try to rest on captivity, but we were in captivity too, and we still maintain our cuisine. Or they try to say, well, Judah's the best cooks, and that's not even true either.
No.
But we do got
because you'll have some Judahites that'll say, yeah, but Judah can cook other tribes' food and put their own twist on it.
Right.
Make it better.
Make it better,
Which is false.
and that's never been proven to be true in Israel.
No, it has not. Nope, that's not true.
Your wife's Judah.
Yeah.
Does she make Mexican food better than Mexican people?
No. I will say this.
It's good.
It's good. Thank you.
Your wife cooks good.
It's good.
Your wife cooks for the school. She cooks good.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
But
some
it's not,
things.
But it's...
I didn't like her tembleque at all. It was horrible. It was trash.
No. I think hers is better than other ones that
trash.
I tried.
No, her tembleque is trash.
Nah, I tried other ones.
It's not tembleque.
I tried other ones.
Yeah,
and
but
I
you
was
don't even know about tembleque.
I don't. But it was better than some other ones.
Nah,
Hey, what?
I will.
Here's the point.
Hold it down.
She
for my
was
wife
trying
and
to
that.
make another tribe's food, and it came out nothing like the
failed.
tribe's food.
She
She
failed.
failed.
No.
She failed the
I
assignment.
actually liked her better than some other ones that I tried.
Okay,
she failed.
She failed the assignment.
Yes.
It's okay. She's gonna let you have the blanket. You don't got it.
Right.
Oh, the
Hey,
blanket.
she probably done Amazon that thing already.
Hey.
Inquiring minds want to know, what is tembleque?
As you continue in IUIC Phoenix, the dishes will get better and better, Officer Tobias.
Okay.
Try all the desserts.
He said with Gad, no other tribes will have shit to eat. No, the white man wouldn't have survived over here if Gad didn't give them corn and show them how to deal with corn.
Real.
So y'all done
That's for
perpetuated our captivity, Gad.
He stopped them from eating. He stopped them from eating each other. Damn, he did.
Oh man, good goodness.
Claude, have mercy.
Crazy.
Tembleque is that white.
It's a coconut-based dessert,
Jello.
but it's not. See, you don't even know what it is.
I don't.
Because that's how your wife made it. She made white Jello. She made white Jello. Hey, listen. Even amongst Northern Kingdom, sometimes it's hard to replicate another tribe's food.
Right.
And I just thought of it now because Sister Thalia's cracking up. Sister Thalia tried to make Ephraim beans, and they were trash.
Damn it.
No, some sisters try to make Issachar beans, and they weren't good either.
Right.
Yeah.
And Issachar tries to make rice, and they just need to stop it and get some help.
Get some help.
Bang, bang,
Hey, but I will
My
say this.
God.
I will say this.
Oh,
IUIC Phoenix does make some good feast day plates.
This
I
is
will,
true.
I will say that.
We got a new moon coming,
Listen,
right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Yeah.
Just like our West Coast Tabernacles is a nice secret of how great it is.
Right.
All right. Those who know that when they come to visit IUIC Phoenix, the food is on point.
Facts.
Yes.
It don't matter who's
Talk to
cooking
'em.
what.
Yeah.
The food be on point. The food
Talk
be
to
on
'em.
point. Our sisters throw down.
Yes.
Straight
Throw
up.
down.
Yes.
Right? Yep.
Yes.
Anyway, that's the show.
Yeah.
All right. Lord's will we be back next week. We're going to go in more into the week of vessel. And we'll see what else. We're going to peruse different things.
I'm gonna miss y'all for 2 months.
Oh, that's
right.
right.
It was good to be here today.
Officer Shia is going to be leaving us for
2
8
months.
Wednesdays.
8 Wednesdays.
8 Wednesdays.
He has work commitments that he'll not be able to do the show. All right.
We'll have the Asherite.
We're going to have the Asherite filling in.
What about the Job? The job.
Nah, we're doing the Asherite. If he don't come, then we'll let Job come in. I know Job chomping at the bit, huh?
You
Yeah.
need one darky on the panel at least. Yeah.
You can even it out too.
That's racist.
It kind of
Was it?
was.
Was
yeah.
it?
You're not even a darky.
I was
not.
thinking like he's kind of like.
I tried to.
Oh,
I
thank
tried
you.
to
Put
sell
it up.
I tried to sell it.
Right.
It was
I
good
did.
being here though. It's good being here.
Yeah. I'm glad you got it in. You destroyed the mixer for a minute,
I
but
did.
Damn.
but I
did.
think your marriage is gonna be stronger now that you're gonna get your own
Your own
blanket.
blanket.
That's right.
Right.
Yes.
Look, she don't realize it, but it's gonna strengthen your bonds.
That's right.
It's gonna strengthen your bonds.
All praises.
It's gonna be dope. You're gonna love it.
All praises. We're seeking. Put that up. Shalom. We're seeking your assistance to enhance our national broadcast. Kindly spare a minute to provide feedback by answering 5 questions. Let us know how we did today, aside from me breaking the mixer.
That part.
Right?
But that's gonna be like a forever moment,
For
bro.
real.
We
Hey,
gotta get
clip
that as like a
clip
gift.
it.
Right.
Yeah.
We gotta clip it.
Yeah, clip it.
We gotta run that back when
Damn.
he did that.
I'm in here from Officer Yossi.
He said, "Damn, see, these are like little things. Like
Right.
brothers be like, yo, give me
Little
advice on
nuances.
marriage. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not really thinking of that, but
it
when
just
it comes
comes out.
it just
Right.
comes out. Little stuff
Natural.
that helps
Put up
you
the,
out.
the Instagram. Put up the Instagram. And also follow us on Instagram. Here's a QR code. We are putting up daily shorts, daily videos, pictures, interviews after the Sabbath. We're here with the cast of the team. Follow us on Instagram. Also, YouTube.
You're
YouTube,
killing me in the
YouTube.
comments. I'm sorry. Ephraim know what I'm talking about because they know what tembleque is. He says she made white jello. Oh, shit. Oh,
Damn.
snap. So put it this way. She made good white jello.
Coconut jello.
She made good white coconut jello.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
That was good. I liked it. I liked it.
Yep.
Yep. YouTube.
Yanta.
Oh, have
Damn.
mercy.
Yanta. You had to be there. You had to be there.
Damn
You had
it.
to be there. Tabernacles was flames, bro. I can't wait for next year. That thing was great.
Damn. Follow us on YouTube. We're hitting our next. Damn, you ain't right.
We shooting for 30K. We at
30K.
27.6.
30K.
That's
We
right.
shooting
Make
for
it happen.
30K. Make
Let's
sure y'all
go.
look. We got 300 something that was watching. Each of you share the show on your social media,
Right.
and we're gonna grow exponentially. All right.
right.
And the manosphere is gonna go throughout the world.
Right. All right, y'all. With
Yeah.
that, we say
Yeah.
shalom.
Shalom.